be officially live on YouTube. Perfect view. For all of you watching, oof, we need to put this a little bit higher because I need to make sure that we have the barbecue on. Yes. For all of you watching, oof, today, yes, I will be cooking up some New York strips. I will be cooking up some New York strips for all of you. And I do know for many of you watching, you guys tune in because you want to know how to cook. Well, you're going to see how to cook. I'm going to do some beer review and some whiskey review, but you already know what we're going to do first. If you don't know what we're going to do first, I don't know if you've stayed tuned to most of this stream if you don't know what we're going to do first. For all of you watching, let's put this over here. Woo! A lot of birds. You hear them there. For all of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I do want to do these New York strips first. But I have to do something that I like. And currently, I will say that I have been enjoying my pleasure. Yes, my pleasure. I've been enjoying in my own time. I've been enjoying something called burr. And for some of you that do not know, I'm going to show you that burr. Point of matter is, it's time for me to light one up. Let me light one up and let's pour it up in a nice, beautiful glass. Oh, I got a nice glass. Yes. So for all of you, before I do anything, yes. Hit that like button if you like this view so far. On the stream, I have a lot of good whiskeys, a lot of nice whiskeys, and we're going to talk about them right now. Before we talk about them, let's talk about the barbecue. The barbecue's on, but I'm having issues with the charcoal, and for some of you, you'll see what we're doing. For all of you watching, I'm going to start off by telling you, today on the stream, Colonel H. Taylor Small Batch is something I'm going to light up. Also, larceny, the best larceny that has been released in a long time. Larceny barrel proof C924. That is the whiskey of the whiskey of last year. And for all of you, look at this. Holy crap. Look at that. Beautiful. And then Mid-Curse. Yes. Out of the sky. One of the best cigar reserves. One of the best cigar stogie cast finished. Also, 2025 Bookers. All right, we have a couple of things we're going to do. Before anything, huge shout outs to the first one in the chat room today. In the first one in the chat room, missing a little bit of leg, a little bit of that head. Over here, shout outs to April Neal. April Neal, let me know, was it how many of these do we have, April? Let me know in the chat room. For all of you watching, you could appreciate this chat room by just hitting that like button. All you had to do is hit that like button. That's all you had to do. You can send a little appreciation on a super chat. This is the first drink of the day. I think I'm gonna have one. I don't know if we're gonna have one too. Think I'm gonna have one. What you think? Just start off the stream with one. Yes. So start off the stream with one. Forget about it. For all of you watching, if you haven't already tuned in, don't forget to be part of the chat room. Be part of the chat room. New York strips are here, and I'm gonna make them real nice. For any of you watching, you have plenty. She says, I think, maybe we have a couple more. Ooh, where did they go? I got to find them. I do know I have a couple of these, and for all of you watching, I think I have more, but I currently am using two of them. For all of you watching, here we go. Cheers, all of you. Hit that like button for the stream. I'm going to show you how to cook up some New York strips. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink us out. Oh, man. I think I'm going to need another one. Wow. One of the best, most refreshing beers you can have. Pacifico. This is a I'm going to say this, very harmless, refreshing, beautiful. Harmless, refreshing, beautiful. And the best part about it is you can have it on a cold day. You can have it on a hot day. It's preferably to have this on a hot day. For all of you watching, let's get those likes up. Shout outs to my chat room. I know most of my chat room shows up, but today is the day after Christmas. The day after Christmas. And for some of you, let's start off by showing you what we're going to do. First off, let's light this beautiful New York strip with some extra virgin olive oil. Let's start off. Good to see member, Kiji K. Good to see you, Kiji K. And for all the ladies that are here, thank you, ladies, for being here the day after Christmas. Okay, first thing you want to do is put yourself some olive oil. Make sure to use extra virgin olive oil. Don't use any other. Any other has to be. Man, that little kid crazy. I think I'm going to do another one, but currently, it'll be the first one we're going to do. Is I'm going to move this out of the way. Good. Beautiful. Okay, you guys can see. Can you guys see? Yes, 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 yes. You guys can see the New York strips. All right. We're going to season this. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink this up. So refreshing. So refreshing. Okay, first thing you want to do is, for all of you, let's turn this around. Boom, let's just turn it. Nice amount of fat, good amount of fat on this New York strip. Very beautiful. I aged this in my refrigerator for about a couple days. So for some of you, let's put that olive oil. About a couple days, and I just got back from a trip. Yes, yes, I've been gone. Just got back from a trip, and I am officially jet lagged. Jet lag, yes, yes, jet lag. I am very jet lagged, super jet lag, super jet lag. I just went trip around the world yesterday for Christmas, around the world to see all the fireworks. I don't know why people shoot fireworks for Christmas. For all of you, happy Christmas for any of you. And here we go. We gotta pour up another beer just for the cause, just for the cause. You know what I mean? We gotta pour up another one just for the cause. So let's pour up another one just for the cause. Let's pour up another one just for the cause. Here we go. Just for the cause, another Pacifico down the gut. Down the gut. Another Pacifico down the gut. Woo! Oh, shoot. That's good. Giving that steak that burr. Giving that steak that burr. Okay, now we put the burr on our steak. You guys know you could do that. It's very beautiful to do. Giving that steak that burr. Here we go. Let's move this around. Clean this up just a little bit. Okay. Hit that like button. Beautiful. Cheers, all of you. We're going to be drinking this now. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Cheers. If you don't drink and you say cheers, it's bad luck. So for all of you, here we go. Cheers, all of you. Cheers. Cheers. Oof. Let's dump it in there. Like a dump truck. There we go. Let's dump it in there. And don't forget, hit that like button. Be part of the chat room because we're about to light this up. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. What do you cook with? Do you guys cook with beer? Do you guys cook with wine? In the chat room for all of you watching, what do you cook with? Do you cook with whiskey? Do you cook with vodka? Do you cook with margaritas? That's what's up. You cook with coffee? How many of you cook with coffee? Okay, so far, down the hatchet, gonna be 2 Pacificos to relax the mood and make it very nice. It's gonna be a relaxing stream for all of you. You're gonna learn how to cook. All right, you gotta learn how to cook. Okay, first is first, we're gonna do the seasoning. So, seasoning wise, we have 2 different ones. Salt and pepper, and garlic if you don't have its kinders. Salt, pepper, garlic if you don't have the kinders. And then to give it that beautiful flavor, Cosmo, cow cover. Those are going to be the two. Those are going to be the 2 that I'm going to be using. And for some of you New York strips, let's start lighting this up. So we're going to open this up over here. Cuban people are so loud, aren't they? That's how it is. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I need to open up that barbecue. You know what? I don't know what they're saying over there. They're saying something Pescuelos. Anyways. Let's open up the barbecue. And let me show you what we're working with. Currently on this stream, I'm having issues with the heat. Now, the heat isn't really, honestly, a crazy, crazy issue. But if you're watching it right now, I just want to tell you, okay, I am going to be using, and I don't expect any of you to use this, B&B charcoal. This is a competition charcoal. And let me just show you this real quick. It comes with charcoals like this. They're very, very, very hard to start. If you don't have a torch, I wouldn't recommend you to buy these. If you do not have professional equipment, I don't recommend you to buy these. But if you're doing your barbecue, these are great because they last a long time. Only issue is, as you see, very hard to really honestly. Really, I'm not joking. Really hard to actually get this going. So, I'm trying my best to get this going as best as possible, but it's very, very hard. Right? I only have one part of this barbecue. Whoops! I have one part of this barbecue that is currently steaming, and that's the middle part. I'm going to put another one. I'm going to put another one in there, but it's very hard. So if you ever find and buy these at the store, be careful buying these. You have to really be a pro. Thankfully, we are pros here, but either way, very hard to start up. So we're going to keep this over here. One thing also we're going to do is we're just going to clean this off. Clean off any residue of the last stream. You just clean it off, nice clean. Remember, it's going to be as clean as possible, especially the heat. The heat is good, right? The heat is good. Always good. So far, so good. We have a hot portion over there and a little bit of a colder version. A portion over here, so that's good. Everything's looking toasty and nice. And let's just close this. Now let's close this up. Okay, so to get this perfect, we got that locked in. And I'm going to be closing the bottom vent. There's a bottom vent on here. Try to close it as much as you can, but don't close it all the way. Don't close the vent all the way. All right. Currently, everything's good. Open this good. Looks good. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Hard to start off this charcoal, but we got it. We got it. All right, we got it. Now I feel better. I feel better. I feel better. And for some of you, again, for some of you, I just want to explain to you. This one over here, I will tell you, do not buy this unless you are a pro. If you're not a pro, do not buy this B&B, the red bag. This is competition only. I'm not here to compete. But the reason why I got it is because, well, in Christmas, everything was closed. But either way, we're working with it, yes? All right, here we go. We're going to back this up. I need to clean some of that. Anyways, here we go. Shout out to all of you. Looks good, looks good, looks good. We're going to put this on here. All right. You guys seeing? You're watching. You're looking good. All right. So currently we have just salt, pepper, a little bit of beer in here, a little bit of beer, salt, and pepper, right? A little bit of beer. Beautiful. Now we're going to add the flavor. Flavor Cosmo. Here's where the flavor comes in. Boom. There's where the flavor comes in. Look at that beautiful beauty. And for each and every one of you in the chat room, don't forget we have a poll. I have a poll currently established in the chat room. Don't forget to click the poll. Don't forget to click the poll. Click the poll, click the poll, click the poll. Let me know what is, right? Christmas. How's it feel? How's your Christmas? How's your holiday? Here you go. Cheers, all of you. Cheers, all of you. Here goes, drink a sip. Oh, it's so good. All right, now that we have this, let's tune down just a little bit. Now let's flip this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Look at that. And it's currently, it's starting to get some of that beer, some of that beer on here. Be part of the chat room, ladies and gentlemen. Be part of the chat room. You never know when I will say your name in the chat room. You never know when I will say your name in the chat room. All right, here we go. So we're going to start to do this. By the way, the black part is the charcoal because I was picking it up. Anyways, here we go. You're going to put a good layer on this because it's fatter. You can tell the difference in the thickness. I cut this myself. You're gonna see when I pick this up. You're gonna see how thick this these New York strips. These New York strips are so thick. Look at the thickness of when I cut them. I cut them real thick, thick like you know what. That dump truck. Here we go. Now, if you have, I'm going to say this for all of you. This is a learning curve for some of you. If you have a thinner piece of meat, use less. Use less of this. Okay? I'm going to show you the difference. I'm going to show you the difference in the thickness. I know your meat is not as your meat ain't as thick as mine, baby. So look at the thickness. Your meat ain't as thick as mine, baby. So look at the thickness in this. You see the thickness? By the way, if you're looking at the black, it's because the charcoal on here. No problem. No problem. Anyways, you see the thickness? Super thick. Super thick. And Cosmo cover. I almost dropped it. Cosmo cow cover. Now, this is what gives it the flavor. And if you have a big, thick piece of meat, you want to give it that flavor. If it's a thinner piece of meat, Obviously, if it's a thinner piece of meat, you don't need all that, right? If it's a thinner piece of meat, now we're gonna be turning this. All right. That looks nice. Look at that. That looks super nice. Super nice. And for some of you, I'm also gonna say the thickness on your meats, it's a big difference. I want to make sure that some of you understand. You could get this one thick, you could get it thin. If you get it thin, make sure to know that it's thin. Right? Know the difference in thickness. If your steak is at least like 3 inches, anything close to 3 inches, 3 inches thick or two and a half to 3 inches thick. If it's very thick like that, you have to understand if it's very thick like that, you're gonna have to put a lot more seasoning that you would if you have a thinner piece of steak. For some of you watching, I do know that all of you have a different bank. You know, some of your financial advisors and some of your banks are going to say, hey, you can't buy that expensive New York strip. You can only buy the small one, right? Your financial advisor call you on the phone, ring, ring, ring. Hey, Tony, yo, hey. Well, I want to let you know, I don't think you could use that amount of money for your ribeye. You can't be buying a $50 ribeye or can't be buying an $80 New York strip. So settle for like a $12 New York strip. That's just what it is. Everybody has a different bank account, right? And it's understandable. Now, for some of you, if you want to save money like I do, get the big piece of New York strip, right? Which is the loin. It's a beautiful stand-up loin. You can cut it up and you can make these pieces. We did this last what is it? Last week, I believe. This weekend. New York strip, right? I cut up my New York strips this weekend. You could go check out how I cut it. Go check out on their previous live streams after this live stream, or maybe during this live stream, how I cut up my New York strips. You go check that out. And one of the main things is you need to have a good knife. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink this up. One of the main things is you need a good knife. If you do not have a good knife, you got nothing. You need to have a good knife. And I have to say that like really, I have to say that in every stream. Every stream I have to really say that. You need to have a good knife. I know that I don't have the best knives in the world. There's so many good knives. So many good knives. There's a ton of good knives out there that you can buy. Okay, a ton. By the way, shout out to the chat room. If you ever want to send us a little super chat on the stream, you're welcome to send it whenever you want to in the chat room. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask in the chat room, in the super chat, or you could get a membership. Once you get that membership, well, that membership should get you to that message point that you can send a free message, right, per month. And I would recommend some of you to get that membership. You get to watch those private streams and those private member content. For all of you, here we go. Cheers, all of you. It's good. Let's put this light somewhere else. Hey, put that light over here. Oof. I like the light like this, looking fancy. Okay, so these are the two that I use on the stream. All right? I'm going to take this off the stream for all of you watching. You can take a photo of this if you want to. Let's move that out of the way. And now for some of you, we're going to go on to maybe your favorite part of the stream. Some of you have tuned into the stream and been watching these streams and watching videos because you like whiskey. I am, yes, a whiskey creator, reviewer, and I guess you could say maybe I'm not here to influence, but I guess you could say the new word in social media. I'm an influencer, right? The point of the matter is, I don't really influence any of you to buy every whiskey. I only influence, I guess, some of you to buy the whiskeys that I like, and that's what it is. I have a certain palate, I have a certain etiquette, and I have a certain, just a certain nick, right? Shout out to Nick and Knight. I have a certain nick when it comes to picking a good, very, very good whiskey to show you, and I don't just put any whiskey on the stream. Over here, Patusos. Putasas. Wait a minute. April Neal, $2 super chat. She says, putazos. Putazos. And for some of you that don't know what putazos is, it means a shoe in your ass. And you walk around with a shoe in your ass, that's what it means, and you're gay. That's what it is. Putazos is a Spanish word. April Neal, huge shout out to April Neal for the super chat. There we go. If some of you don't know what that means, she says, putazos. She said also wifey, and for all of you, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button. Shout out to all of you. Hit that like button if you haven't already. So you learned the word of the day. It's called putazos. It means when you shove a foot in somebody's ass, right? You heard that saying before, right? Some of you? I'm going to shove this foot up your ass. You heard that saying? But it gets stuck. It gets stuck. So in Spanish, it gets stuck. And then officially your name is called putazo. It's basically you turn gay, but you have a shoe or sandal in your ass, and you just don't mind just keeping it there and just leave it there. Anyways, point of the matter is, shout out to all of you learning Spanish. You could tell your friends, call them putazos in New Year's. In New Year's, when the bell rings, say, hey, hey, putazos. Shout out to all of you. Let's drink a sip. Cheers, cheers. Anyways, here we go. We're gonna be drinking some whiskey. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it, and thank you so much for the super chat. Our Rangers are the only ones to help bring me up to motivation, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, my Rangers. Yes, yes. On the stream, I'm going to be advertising a water that some of you can't get. And for some of you, before we even advertise anything on here, if you haven't got a beautiful Glencairn, there's also different type of companies that make Glencairns. Get yourself a good one. I like this one. I believe it's from Final Touch. Final Touch. I really like it. They're not paying me to say this, but I can say, for all of you, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, yes. And for all of you watching, yes, yes. Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace. We're about to have the Buffalo Trace whiskey of the stream right here. It's called Parlix. Purified water. Beautiful purified water. What you want to do is with your purified water, tune down the whiskeys that you have. Publix. Shout out to Publix, purified water. And again, you want to just make sure to use your water for your whiskey to tune it down a little bit. Let's do it one more time. Publix. Yes, yes. All right, let's put this aside. And for all of you, here we go. The best whiskey of last year is literally on the stream. Larceny. C924. That was last year's whiskey of the year. I made it a thing that for some of you that do not know, this was the best whiskey of last year. And I can straight up say it has to be one of the best all-around whiskeys that you can ever get. There's different batches. Now, don't expect just because you buy this one this year, it's going to be the same thing. No, C924. It will say right here. You see the C? C9 2425.1 proof. This is the whiskey of the year of yet last year. This is one I ranked to be number one. I believe it was Coy Hill on that one. Coy Hill on that one. Shout out to Jack Daniels. Shout out to Larceny over there in Heaven Hill. They're doing good stuff. And shout out to all of you. Let's drink us up. Now, I'm going to say this. On this year, 2025, there's one whiskey that I haven't shown any of you. I haven't really presented this to you too much. I think I showed it on the stream like 3 times. This might be one of the more underrated Scotch whiskeys on the market. This is Al of the Sky, blended Scotch, but this is Cigar Reserve. This is pig's cast finish, and it tastes just a fantastic, super rich. Inexpensive, but expensive. It is a limited edition release for all of you in the USA. I'm not here to promote this, and I hope nobody buys this because I want to make sure that they're all the stores for me. For all of you watching, one of the best. It's very rich, and if you really want a good Scotch whiskey, for any of you, for New Year's, add this to your collection for New Year's. This is really good. I'm going to say that, but you have to enjoy richer Scotch. Okay, richer Scotch. All right, for all of you watching, we're going to be dumping a little bit of whiskey in here. And let me make sure my hands are clean. I think my hands are clean. Yes. Okay, since April sent the super chat today, what are we going to do first? Cornelius Taylor, Bookers, 2025 Bookers. Are we going to do 2025 Bookers? Are we going to do the limited Midkers? April Neil Green, Orange, Bronze. What color? And if we don't get somebody to pick, then I'm gonna pick somebody in the chat room, random person in the chat room to pick. I'm just joking. I ain't picking nobody out here to pick unless it's in the super chat. Hell yeah, I'm gonna say it right now. Here we go. Let's take a sip and officially Farm Kitty, which 2 best friends in the chat room, good ranches, good moderators. All right, they said mid-curse is going to be the green one. Here we go, drink this up. Barrel strength. This is the best. If you think that there's another rye whiskey that's better, I'm sorry to say, but I think this is spot on the richest rye whiskey you could find. The best rye whiskey you could find. Can I put this up against an Old Forester? Yes, I can. Old Forester single barrel strength, yes. I could. It's that good. It is that good. All right, for all of you, we're going to take this down the hatchet. But before I do that, remember, get yourself a nice, beautiful glass. This is a beautiful, look how beautiful that is. That glass is pristine. Look at that. Beautiful, pristine, beautiful, outstanding, beautiful, really nice. So for all of you, here we go. Cheers, all of you. Let's nose this out. It's almost like I'm smelling the whiskey of the year. It's almost like I'm smelling the whiskey of the year here. There's a beautiful toasted, super nice, rich, almost heavy syrupy kind of a smell. The rye over here is just it's so breezy. Over here, $20 super chat. He sent out to the $20 super chat. And here we go. Officially April with she's giving me a woodchuck. All right, let me see if I can read that. Over here, April, $20 super chat. How much could a woodchuck, if a woodchuck could a woodchuck would, as much as a woodchuck would, if you're wondering, a woodchuck would, because if you don't know if the woodchuck would, well, the woodchuck does woodchuck wood, and it does, got me at the end, But if I can keep on rolling, I can keep on woodchucking and get that woodchuck on the wood. If you haven't got a woodchuck on that wood, get that woodchuck on that wood right now. Over here, April Neal. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. She's crazy over here. $20 super chat. I appreciate you, April Neal. Holiday season is here. Kind of feels festive. Super festive. I hope you guys are woodchucking. If you don't know how to woodchuck because you're not a woodchucker, and if you don't know how to find a woodchuck, you have to know what the woodchuck does, because if you don't know what the woodchuck does, I'm getting some of you dizzy, aren't I? I'm getting myself dizzy. And that's a good thing. If I get myself dizzy, I fall asleep at 9 p.m. Whoa, that'd be amazing. Woo! That'd be awesome. If anybody lives in Baltimore, I feel sorry for you. Lamar Jackson ain't it. Here we go. Let's notice that one time. Ooh. And it's awesome. Shout out to my chat room, and huge shout out to April Neal. By the way, this week, Christmas. This is the first Christmas that we haven't done the live stream on Christmas to open up gifts. I haven't got it. I think this is the first year I haven't got any gifts to open. And to me, I love that. I love the fact that I can't see my family. I haven't seen my family. I'm going to see them this weekend. But I do know that some of you have huge families. I don't have a huge family. I'm not trying to give you guys a pity party out here. But for some of you, if you don't have a huge family, and, well, let's just say this. If you don't have a huge family, and you used to remember those times you used to be in a huge dinner table with a bunch of family members, but they're all they're all passing away, and now you're just left with a little handful of family members. Point of the matter is, that's life. Okay, grow up. That's life. Nothing we could do. The best we could say is 2025 has been outstanding. And I can say I love the fact that for all of you watching, peace is good. Peace is good. Peace is good. Haven't seen my parents. Christmas this holiday, but I'm going to probably see them this weekend. For all of you watching, don't forget to go check out your parents. Go check them out. See how they're doing. Don't go check out your friends this weekend. Nobody wants somebody to just show up to your house like, hey, whoa, wanted to see what you were doing. Nobody wants is, okay. Don't show up to my house and say, what up, man? I haven't seen you in like 10 weeks. Co-workers, don't show up to my house. Okay, it's just what it is. For all of you that do not know, peace starts at home, right? Sweet Home Alabama. Guess what Sweet Home Alabama consists of? A dude that likes to be alone and doesn't like to be bothered. And that's amazing. Sweet Home Alabama. He made that song because every time he goes to Alabama, that's a sweet home, but he doesn't want to see nobody. He wants to see that sweet Alabama. And for all of you watching, 007 Mega. Thank you so much for adding a little appreciation on the stream. Mid-curse. I saw, shout out to George Zaharoff. George Zaharoff is one of our ranchers here. He has a huge family. I saw his photos. I do know that some of you don't know who George Zaharoff is. And to enlighten some of you, we have the owner of Zaharoff. Yes. Shout out to the owner of Zaharoff. His name is George Zaharoff. We have him here on the channel whenever possible. And he's a great support. And I really appreciate all the support he gives to the channel when he does. And for all of you, just know that the man has a big family. And I saw some videos and photos. And I just think it's great. One of the things that people don't understand, money isn't the resolution to everything. It's a resolution for your happiness for the meantime, and it's beautiful happiness, but it doesn't make a bigger family. You understand? It doesn't make a bigger family. And why am I saying that? Because I do know that some of you wanted to win the $1.6 billion in that lottery this weekend. You didn't win it, and guess what? It was worth it, right? If you didn't win it, maybe it was worth it, because then guess what? Some people can't handle that amount of money. Billion. How much money does she walk out with? $500 million. $493 million. For all of you watching, you guys are awesome. Cheers. Happiness comes between you and yourself in the mirror. Go look at yourself in the mirror. See how much happiness you got. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Drink us up. Wow. I don't think I could get richer than that. I think it's so rich. I think it's so rich. That thing is so rich. Wow. This thing is so rich. I don't even explain how this can be not a whiskey of the year every single year. Remember, every single year is they're gonna taste just a little bit different, just a little bit different, just a tad bit different. This was clocking in at the toasted Kentucky Straight Rye whiskey, the barrel straight mid curds. You can't find this at the stores, but when you do find it, you're looking upwards of almost $300 for this bottle. About $300 for this bottle. And I have a couple of them. I have a couple of these. My favorite. Now I think I have more of the other 10. I think I have more of the 10 than this one. But either way, it's just, if there's ever one rye whiskey that you should spend heavy money on, this would be the rye whiskey that I would recommend all of you. Get your Christmas money, put it together, pick up those pennies on the floor, get those quarters out of your couch. This is the one that you should be buying. You can take a photo of this. This is the one that you should be buying. Okay, spend the hard-working money. That is the one you want to buy. Now, if you're not a whiskey enthusiast, spend the money. Spend the money on your ribeyes, right? Get a good piece of big slate of ribeye. A ribeye, what is it? What is it called? Loin. Fuck, what is it called? A standing loin. Get a standing loin and cut it up. I do know that for all of you, we're going to be turning this up every now and then. Here, cheers, all of you. Drink us up. Wow. That is real good. That is so good. That is undeniably one of the best. Holy Lord. That is so good. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to flip this. Now, if you're just fooling around in the house, still try to do your best to flip. Try to do your best to flip your try to do the best to flip your ribeye as little much as you can if you're gonna be cooking it up. Right, if you're gonna be cooking it up in that hour. So I'm gonna try to slow cook this, but I don't want to slow cook this because if I slow cook it, I want to slow cook it, but I don't want to slow cook it. If I slow cook it, sometimes there is a little bit of issues slow cooking this, right? And I do suggest for some of you, just know this, right? You're going to have to know that when you have your meat ready to go, you're going to have to know how the heat is on your barbecue. You're also going to have to know, you know what kind of seasoning that I use. If you use seasoning like, there's certain seasonings out there. I'm just going to give you an example for this one, okay? It's going to be a little bit boring for some of you that I'm about to talk about. It might be a little bit boring, but you have to learn this. Okay, look at the ingredients. So if you're looking at the ingredients, sometimes you got to make sure that there's no sugar. If there's sugar in your ingredients, which this doesn't have sugar, and obviously this one shouldn't have sugar either. Salt, pepper, and garlic, but you always want to look, right? Sea salt, dehydrated garlic, black pepper, sunflower oil, garlic oil, right? That's what this has. Always look at your stuff. And over here it says salt, chili pepper, other spices. Doesn't tell you the other spices, but then it says sugar. Okay, you see the part where it says sugar. You see sugar right here. Boom. Okay, so it says sugar. So what does that mean? It's as easy as one, two, three. You guys know this sugar melts, okay? It burns, and it burns, it burns, burns hard. And if you don't realize it, next thing you know it, your steak can be all black. It's not going to be about the burn, it's about the sugar that's burning on your steak. Now, what does that do? Well, that creates a strong bitterness on your steak, and you don't want that bitterness, even though that bitterness might be a little bit sweet. You don't want that bitterness. Or so for some of you, just a learning curve for some of you. I do know that some of you are new. Many of you, all of you, I think maybe all of you, yeah, maybe all of you are new at cooking, and maybe you've never cooked in your life. Maybe you never cooked in your life. Maybe you're all about that microwave pizza. Maybe you're all about that microwave pizza, right? But the point of the matter is, even if you're into that microwave pizza, you already know your pizza might burn at a certain temperature. So know that, okay? Whenever you buy a seasoning, this goes for all of you. I'm not saying that all of you are retards. I'm not saying any of you are dum-dums or bobos. I'm not trying to call anybody in the chat room. I'm not trying to call anybody. We don't got Forrest Gumps in the chat room. No problem, no problem. We got no Forrest Gumps in the chat room. We're good. But just understand that if you have a seasoning that has sugar, you will have a higher percentage chance that when you do start cooking this over charcoal, you're going to burn it a little bit quicker than if you didn't have something with sugar. Now, my recommendation is you don't have to go looking at everyone and say, oh, it has sugar, I'm not going to buy this. No, 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 no. You don't do that. When you go to the store, just buy anyone that you like. When you get home, right? When you get home, see that it has sugar, and you say, "Oh, look, what do we got here? There's a little bit of sugar. Okay, cool, no problem." Now you know that when you pick this, yes. Now you know that when you pick this, yes, New York strip up and you put it on the grill, you're gonna have to really focus on that. You're gonna make sure it doesn't burn too much. If you burn it, that's what it is. You burn it, and you're gonna have a little bit of bitterness because that sugar's burning. Anyways, point of the matter is enough talking. I sound like a broken rapper, or a broken parrot. Wait, not broken. What is it? A broken record. There we go. Broken record. I was about to say parrot. Oh, parrots, man. Parrots. If you guys can do me a favor for all of you, do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't already. It helps out a bunch. If you want to see the review of the Davidoff, yes, I know many of you are into that. If you want to see the review of the Davidoff, the signature numeral Deuce Tubo, go check out the live stream review. I reviewed this one live. I believe it was yesterday. You go check out the review on this if you're into that. I know there's a lot of ladies that are getting into it, and there's a lot of men that are really, really putting both of their feet down deep. Cheers, all of you. We're going to drink this up, and we're going to drink another whiskey. Cheers, all of you. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Let me go in the chat room real quick. Here we go. Somebody says punch stogies. Punch stogies or dookie. Over here, punch stogies or dookie. Over here, cheese. Do you use? Oof. Somebody said flavor. Flavor stogies are horrible. Flavor stogies are horrible. All right, let's flip this. Chat room. Say something in the chat room. I'll respond right now. Say something in the chat room. I'll respond right now. Anyways, here we go. We're going to flip this. Boom. I saw some questions in the chat room. I read them. I gotta start learning to multitask. I ain't a multitasker. Don't call me on the phone when I'm on a motorcycle. Over here are cheers, all of you. Cheese. Somebody out here says that they like to take the cheese out of their belly button. That's disgusting. In the chat room. Oh, Lord, we have two cheese dippers, two belly button dippers in the chat room. Here we go for all of you watching. Please take a shower, wear a good fragrance, brush your teeth, wear some deodorant, wear a manly fragrance, don't spray too many. If you spray 12 sprays, if you ever spray 12 or more sprays on your body, you got a small pee-pee. Here we go, let's drink this up. Okay, next whiskey. Let's go on to the next whiskey. I kind of want to go to this. Shout out to all of you, I want to go to that. I gotta be honest. Gotta be honest. I gotta go to this. This is Cornelius Taylor, my favorite Cornelius Taylor. Well, they're all pretty much my favorite. God, I love this. God. I don't think you guys know how much I love this. The tube in here. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. You see, it's the tube. Always do some stupid stuff like that. If you don't do stupid stuff like that, you ain't living. If you don't do stupid stuff like that, you ain't living, my man. Live a little. Live a little. All right, here we go. Shout out to you, all of you that know how to live a little. And if some of you don't know how to live a little, well, God bless. All right, we're going to put this over here. Boom. Nice view, nice view. Nice view. You know what? This is not a nice view. I'm going to turn this one time, one time, one time. And you see how I'm moving my meat? Ladies, take note. There we go. This is good. I think this is maxed out, the best seasoning you could do currently, maxed out, the best seasoning you could do. All right, let's get us a little bit closer, and we're gonna go straight into some of these. I'm not gonna say some of them, just in general. We're gonna go straight into this. And for some of you watching, I'm just gonna say this. I know many of you want to know what's my favorite whiskey. Well, it all depends on the mood. It depends on really what I want. Sometimes I don't want a strong whiskey in my arsenal, right? Sometimes I just don't want a strong whiskey. Sometimes it's so hot out here that I just don't want to have a strong whiskey, right? It's a little bit cold out here, a little bit nippy out here. A little bit nippy out here. So I'm going to say this. You know it's nippy when your nipples get feeling a little bit funny. Okay, for any of you that don't have nipples, well, God bless you. If you cut them off by accident or you got into an accident, they got cut off. But it is very, very, very a little bit cold out here. And when it is cold, I like to have some high proof whiskey. Now, the lowest proof whiskey on the stream could probably say that out of the sky over here, that's the lowest proof. But the other one is Cornelius Taylor. This is sitting at 100 proof. 100 proof? Yes, yes. You see somebody out here, big hung. He knows what it is. For all of you, look, 100 proof. 100 proof. And it's beautiful. Listen to those sound one time. Ooh, look at that. It's smelling good. Terry. And for all of you, hit that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like. We gotta get those likes up, okay? Somebody out here just asked me, what state are you from, boss? I'm from Boss City. Boss City. Yes, Boss City. Somebody just asked me, what state are you from, boss? Shout out to the chat room. Who that was, I don't know. We're gonna see. Let me look at the chat room. For somebody watching, here we go. Big Chung. I'm from Boss City. For all of you that do not know, I do know that I don't know if you guys know, but I feel special sometimes when I'm at a store, and all of a sudden, I'm not trying to rag on the subscriber, but I like the feeling sometimes when I'm at the store, right? And then they go to me, hey, boss, how can I help you today, boss? Shoo, I'm your boss. I didn't even know I'm your boss. Yeah, boss, what's up? How's it going, boss? What you want? What you want today? How can I help you, boss? I'm the boss today, my friend. This is the first time I see you. You call me boss. Well, take your lunch. You're going to get a bonus check, too. Sometimes I want to say these things. Yeah, I'm out there at Macy's or I'm at the shopping mall and somebody calls me boss. Sometimes I just want to say, you know what? I'm the boss here. Yeah, you boss. Well, you about to take your break. You about to get that free day. I'm about to let you let you take the free day off and you're going to get paid. I'm boss. I don't know what it is, man. Whenever I'm outside and somebody says I'm boss, it just makes you feel so extravagant. Over here, Colonel Taylor, shout out to any of you that get called boss at the store. Here we go. Colonel Taylor, small batch. That's so good. That is goddamn undeniably. That is insanely good. There's people that don't appreciate this bottle. I have a total of, I think, I have 11 of these bottles, or 9 of these bottles, or 8 of these bottles left. Brand new. Every time I try to pick one up, it is so undeniably underrated. There's people that don't talk about this, and it's honestly one of the best whiskeys in America that you can buy and find at the stores. If you have any questions in the chat room, don't forget Super Chats or the way to my heart. If you want to be able to officially be able to get onto this stream, do me a favor. Send a little appreciation. A little super chat in the chat room. There's a money sign. Click that money sign. You could officially get a shout out in the chat room. Just like I'm about to give a shout out to. April Neal in the chat room. By the way, over here, let's drink a sip. Cheers to all of you. I think somebody in the chat room is very curious. Somebody in the chat room just said, and this goes for all of you, if you're cooking your raw meat, if you're seasoning your raw meat, right? If you're seasoning your raw meat and you're cooking it, if you think you're going to be using the same plate that you just cooked this on raw with the seasoning and the olive oil, if you officially finish cooking your beautiful steaks and you decide to put your cooked up steak in the same dish that you officially just seasoned and put the olive oil and all the seasoning, you are a straight animal. You're an animal, and you should belong about close to any roach possible in this world. You a nasty boy. If anybody out there, if I see anybody using the same plate that you're using your raw meat and putting the fresh meat back on here, if I see anybody, holy crap. If I see anybody, man, I gotta say, not only are you gonna get the back slap, you're probably gonna get the potasso up your ass. What is a potasso? We learned a new word on the street. Potasso is, for some of you, I'm going to make sure you guys know, potasso is when you get kicked in your ass and the whole shoe gets stuck in your ass. It gets stuck in your ass and then somebody just said, holy crap, that guy's a potasso. Why you call it potasso? Because you left a shoe in your ass and you're just walking around because you like it. You're like, you know what? Screw it. Have it in my ass. I'm just gonna walk around. You're potasso. That's what it is. So for any of you that are Spanish, there you go. If you're white boy, or you're black, or you're Asian, or you're freaking, or you're an alien. I'm just gonna say this right now. Potasso. There's the word of the day. Potasso. Potasso. When you get something up your ass, you get a foot up your ass, and it gets stuck. You're just walking around. And somebody says, "Holy Lord, mommy, there's a potasso." Yes, there's a dude in the sidewalk crossing the streets with a damn sandal up his ass. He just left it there. Point of the matter is, why he left, I don't know. He liked it. Point of the matter is, that's a potasso. This meat is beautiful, but never use the same damn plate. Unless you live around rats and roaches. And then maybe so. Then you got a little pass. That's not even a hall pass. It's a roach pass. There we go. Let's drink a sip. Currently, it's a small batch. Let's drink a sip. Tazo, yes. Shout out to my chat room. Shout out to my chat room. They know what it is. They know what it is, man. They know what it is. Anyways, for all of you, let me calm down. I appreciate all of you commenting in the chat room, loving the fact that I showed you a new word. But we got to calm down, chat room. And we're going to do this together. For all of you in the chat room, go jump in the couch right now. Yes, there you go. A lot of you jumping on your couch. If you're in your bed, don't jump in your bed because your feet are dirty. For all of you watching, let's do this right now. Ripper Crew, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Win number one. Hit that like button of the video. If you haven't hit that like button in the corner, you could tap the screen in the corner. Up. You can subscribe. Or if you're watching from your little... Walmart phone, if you got a Walmart phone, tap the screen a couple times and hit the like button. If you have a high-end phone, tap the screen a couple times if you have it already. So there you go. I told you guys a word. Another thing, too, I'm going to teach you. If you ever want to scam one of your friends, buy a double-sided quarter. This is not a double-sided quarter, but buy a double-sided quarter. Say you want to flip a coin, $100, $100. Okay, cool. Then you flip a coin. Bam! It's always going to be heads. For all of you watching, if you want the double-sided coin, I'm going to tell you where to get it. Go to the magic shop in Disney. Go to the magic shop in Disney. Never flip a coin with me because I'm going to own you. I'm going to scam your ass. Be careful. If you want, I'm trying to whisper so that nobody hears. If you want to learn the ways, double-sided coin, Disney World. I think it's the Harry Potter place. I don't even know. I don't even think it's a Harry Potter place. I've never been to a Harry Potter joint. How many of you like Harry Potter, man? Holy crap. Man, I'm just going to say this. Do I like Harry Potter? I think Harry Potter's all right. It's all right. I'm not going to say it's bad. It's all right. I'm just not a fan. I'm not gonna get a tattoo on my goddamn arm. Harry Potter. I'm not. Nah. What is the Horwarts? I'm not gonna get a tattoo in my arm. Say the Horwarts. Nah, hell no. I know he's whiskey of the year. We got another wrench in the chat room. All hail the wrenches in the chat room. Jason Kane. Shout out to Jason Kane. He works very hard, and we're going to give a huge shout out to all the law enforcement that are watching, the firemen that are watching, and we have a couple doctors. In their timeout while they're looking at their bluesy, while they're looking at their brand new bluesy, yes. We have a couple doctors that do watch. So shout out to all the doctors. The nurses don't have time to be watching, but when they do have time to watch, they watch it for a little bit. They get hungry and they're like, oh my God, I gotta go get that Chipotle. And then they take a damn, I was gonna say something nasty. Point of the matter is, you guys know where I was going with that one. I'm gonna have to have those bookers. I know some of you knew I was going to go to that dirty side. Yeah, you know what I was going to say. You know what I was going to say after that. Ooh, that dirty girl, you know what I was going to say. After she had that Chipotle. Anyways, bookers. By the way, for some of you men, don't think all the skinny women out there are the best women for you. Be careful. You might be in for a big surprise. Here we go. Bookers, hit that like button. Let's pour this up. By the way, this is the brand new one, 2025-04 on the stream. We're at $25. $25. $25 on the stream. How much money do we have on the stream? Compared to Super Chats. $130. Can somebody add up this up? Let's add this up. $130. $90. $34. Whoops, just dropped something. How much is this? $11. $200. $100. $45. The first one to add it up and make the perfect. The first one to add it up in the chat room. First one to add it up and give me the total. I'm going to give you a shout out. I'm gonna give you a shout out. The first one to add it up in the chat room, I'm gonna give you a shout out. Okay, how much it is that we have on the stream. And for some of you, yes, this is just regular MSRP prices. I'm not giving you aftermarket prices. And I give you a shout out. Somebody says $505. Who is it that said $505? I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say this. I don't even think that's right. Somebody over here in the chat room says $769. I like the fact that they put the 69 in there. Shout out to the chat room. Whoever it is, it says 769. And you might have got it right. I'm not good at math because I'm not even adding it up. Or for all of you, I think I have a feeling that 505 might be right. My 505 might be right. 505, 505, 505. Man, might be right. Let's nose this out one time. For all of you, if I get a good number or the right number, I'm going to nose this out. And I'll give you a shout out. Let's nose this out. Somebody says about 350. 350. That's goddamn wrong. Somebody said about 350. 350. They didn't even spell it out. They said 50. They spelled it out Fiddy, like P. Diddy, but 50. I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. I think whoever said 505 might be right. One, there's two, 505. Whoever said 505, 505, I'm going to say this right now. Whoever said 505 might be right. Might be completely right. So I'm going to give a shout out to the first one that said 505. I think the 505 one was right. And officially, somebody said 50. Somebody said that 50. I'm going to say this. Here we go. Imagine doing a math problem. And the math problem is 25 plus 25. And you write 50. And you write 50. In a math class, if you write 50, Fiddy, in a math class, 25 plus 25. You, my friend, have got the A+. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink a sip. Whoever said 505, I think that's Crypto. Crypto, thank you so much for being in the chat room. Shout out to you. Bookers. Let's drink a sip. Cheers, all of you. Oh, shit. I sound like the guy, the black dude. What's the black dude that eats those wings? He ate some hot wings. Shout out to the USA, but he's not even from the USA. I think he's from England. He ate some hot wings. And then, like, the second bite he has hot wings, a white boy says, he goes, "How do you feel?" He's like, "I'm good." And then he took another bite of a hot wing, another hot wing, and he's like, well, I'll tell you how he's like, because I'm about to drink this up. So the guy is, I think Jason Kane knows the actor. Jason Kane knows the actor, I think, because he likes to watch movies. I think Jason Kane knows the actor. If anybody says the name of the actor in the chat room, I'll also give you a shout out. I need a lot of help today, don't I? I need a lot of help. Can somebody tell me that black actor, I think he's from Europe, he had some hot wings, and he said, "Oh shit!" After he had the second, I'm gonna redo that. I'm gonna redo that moment. Shout out to Jason Kane. Jason Kane says, Idris Elba. Shout out to Idris Elba. I think his name is, all right? Idris Elba. Idris Elba. Shout out to my whole chat room. You guys are keeping track. So how he did it. Idris Elba. Over here, Caden Davis. Thank you so much. He says, "I got you, bro." Caden Davis, man. Holy crap, you got me. I'm so happy. For some of you that do not know, thank you so much. I was short $2 to get gasoline. I wasn't able to drive the car today because I was short $2. And now Ken comes out here. Shout out to, is it Ken? Shout out to Ken, man. Oh, Kenny. Caden Davis. That sounds like a football player's name. Caden Davis. Shout out to Caden Davis. I was short $2 today. Officially, I'm gonna fill up the tank with that $2, and I'm gonna be able to hit it up. You guys awesome. You know what it is. You know what time it is. I keep it real. Shout out to Caden. But I'm gonna say this for Jason Kane. Jason Kane was the first one to say the actor. Okay, let's replay that moment in that hot wing. Now, if you don't know, Jason Kane, I think, was here when I threw up. I think Jason Kane was here when I threw up. Edgar Romeo was here when I threw up. April Neal, Farm Kitty, AM, and a lot of other ranches. A lot of you were here when I threw up when I had the hot wings. I don't think I'm going to redo that stream ever again. We made about $400 on that super channel on that stream. $400 on that stream. $400, and I threw up. I'm thinking about it. I'm about to throw up. Point of the matter is, I lined up some wings that we made, and I put some hot sauce. Okay, I put some hot sauce. I do recommend a lot of you don't get hot sauce unless you can handle it. I don't like hot sauce. One other place I don't like to go to, I don't like to go to Indian places. I can't stand Indian places because that's all they use. Hot sauce. I mean, hot curry and spices. Point of the matter is, shout out to Jason Kane. He knows what's up. So let's redo that moment. Let's redo that moment because, honestly, I have to say, this is a good one. I like it. The Bookers. This might be the Bookers that I like the most this year. I don't recommend any of you out there to go out there and go crazy for this Bookers and buy this. But if you find it under $100, buy this. I paid $130 for this one. This is Phantom Pops Batch. The best thing about this is it is strong, and it has a peach note. It almost tastes like a cake with a little bit of raw spice and spice. And at the end of the day, it's just nice, but it's strong. So we're gonna redo that part of when that man, the actor, he had a second bite of those wings because this is a hot boy. This is clocking in at 120, 6.4 proof. Here we go to Jason Kane and all the chat room. All of you. I saw the Washington. Somebody had a Washington emblem in their name. Okay, shout out to all of you in Washington. Let's redo that moment when that actor officially had the third bite of chicken wings, and then it hit him. So here we go. What I'm going to do with this one because this one's very hot. So here we go. Cheers, all of you. Let's see. He hands a bite. He's like, I'm good. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to do it right here. I'm kind of going to chug this. Don't chug your high-proof whiskey. Here we go. Oh, oh shit. Oh, oh shit. Oh shit. That's what he did. Oh shit. Oh shit. I gotta replay that moment, man. I gotta replay that moment. Time out. I gotta replay that moment, man. I need to know what it sounds like. I feel like it's not wrong. Let me see. We gotta replay that moment. Ain't no way I can't replay that moment. I gotta replay that moment. I gotta replay that moment. Here we go. What the? Oh shit. Oh shit. That's it. That's a moment. That's a moment. Oh. That's it. It's so hot. That's the moment, man. For all of you ones and
Oh shit.
that was me. That was me when I had those wings. Not the wings. I had the what is it? I had a hot spicy. Had a hot spicy. Had a hot spicy stream, and man, those wings that I had, they were so good. The wings I had. I don't remember what stream it was. We stream every single day, so I don't remember the stream it was, but it was just phenomenal. The fact that the wings were so good. You could have some of the. You could do all the hot sauces that you want to. You know what? I'm doing wings this week. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna say it right here. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm doing wings this week. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow. Maybe I might do it tomorrow. I want to do wings. You know what? I'm going to go tomorrow. We're going to buy some wings. Let's do some wings tomorrow. Or is it New Year's I'm going to do wings? I don't know, man. I could do wings for... Once I do wings in 1 week, I don't want to have wings again. So I have to figure out if I'm going to do wings tomorrow or not. I think I'm going to do wings. Chat room, I need to know, chat room, should we do wings? Should we do wings this week? Let me know, chat room. Should we do wings this week? I need to know from some of you. Do them, do them, do them, do them, says. Maybe we will. But yeah, this one, I'm going to say this. I'm going to try this again. We're going to use that pullet. You guys thought I was to say that pullet toilet? No. We're not going to use that pullet toilet. We're going to use that Publix water. We're going to use that Publix water. Purified Publix water. Over here. We're going to use that Publix water. Okay, so for some of you, I'm going to move this real quick. Okay, I need to make sure you guys understand what we're doing. Okay, Bookers. I'm put a little bit more Bookers in here. It's only right. You need to tune it down. Personally, I'm gonna say this: for some of you watching, if you don't want to, if you don't want to be, if you don't want to be a person, that person is like, oh shit, you don't want to be that person. My recommendation is tune it down. Now, how can you tune down? Let me just move this out of the way. How can you tune down whiskey? It's like tuning a skyline, okay? Like tuning a skyline. Just drop a little water. Don't drop ice. Okay, drop a little bit of water. So here's the learning curve for some of you. Here's a learning curve for some of you. We got a black girl in the chat room. We got a black girl in the chat room telling me to drink tequila. How dare a black girl in the chat room say I drink tequila? I don't think I've ever seen, unless it was Chanel's Adventures. The only black girl in this world I've ever seen drink tequila was Adventures. She's one of her ranches. Chanel's Adventures. I've never seen a black girl drink tequila. Like, I'm just saying it right now. I've seen the black girls in Miami that drink that Hennessy. They drink that Hennessy. They drink that vodka. They don't even drink beer. Who the hell? Who the hell? Who the heck? Yes, yes. Here we go. Let's pour a little bit of water. Shout out to all of you. If you have seen a black girl ever drink something other than that, let me know in the chat room. I have a very, for some of you, I have a very close friend that he's black. His sister is black. His sister's black. She don't even touch tequila. She didn't even touch tequila. So for some of you, shout out to all the girls out there. Shout out to all the girls out there. And for some of you, what drink don't I drink? Look, man, I'm just going to say it right now. I don't drink, what is it called? There's one drink that I don't drink. Puerto Rican, what is it called? Cocoa. Puerto Rican cocoa. I don't drink that Puerto Rican shit. I don't drink that Puerto Rican shit, man. What is it called? Chat room, let me know, chat room. I don't drink that Puerto Rican shit, boy. I don't drink that Puerto Rican shit, boy. What is it called? Coquito? I don't drink that Puerto Rican shit, boy. All right, here we go. Buffalo Trace water. Here we go. Huge shout outs to the Puerto Ricans. Huge shout outs to the Puerto Ricans. Some of you Puerto Ricans really helped out a lot of the Cubans that left Cuba, and I appreciate all of you Puerto Ricans. Any one of you Puerto Ricans out here that find me disrespectful, well, you know what? I'm very disrespectful. I'm the rudest son of a gun out here, but you know what? I keep it real, okay? For all of you Puerto Ricans, shout out to all my Puerto Ricans out here. You guys are awesome. But I'm going to say this. Bad Bunny for the Super Bowl? Come on now. Bad Bunny for the Super Bowl? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, man, come on. I'd rather listen to... I'm just joking. Bad Bunny's okay. Bad Bunny's okay. Here we go for all of you watching. This is officially 63.20% ABV. I just tuned it down a little bit. Now, this goes for all of you watching. If you want to get the best flavors out of your certain bourbon whiskey out there, tune it down with a little bit of water. Don't put ice. Never put ice. Never put ice in your whiskey. Tune it down. Tune it to the right amount so that you know what is the best. Well, yes, what I was saying about Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans are great. Why are they great? Because they've helped out a lot of Cubans escape Cuba, and a lot of people from Cuba used to live in Puerto Rico for a short amount of time before they came to the USA. So shout out to all the Puerto Ricans. And for all the Puerto Ricans out there, this one's for you. And for all of you that are watching around the world, if you're from Canada, shout out to the people in Canada. Snowstorm. Shout out to Anuj Patel. Anuj Patel is in the snowstorm. He's one of our ranches and one of our nice supporters. I have appreciated Anuj Patel since the day I met him, and he is one of our ranches. Huge shout outs to the people in Hawaii, all the big kahuna girls out there that know how to cook in Hawaii. Shout outs to all the big boys over there in Hawaii. Shout outs to the people in Seattle. Shout outs to the people in California. Shout outs to the people in Texas. Shout outs to the people in Wisconsin. You guys in Wisconsin, all you do is eat cheese. Put that cheese up your ass. Over here in New York, shout outs to the New Yorkers out there. You New Yorkers or something. Shout out to the New Yorkers. Shout outs to the people from Boston. Boston. Why you talk like that? For all of you watching in Atlanta, shout out to the people in Atlanta. You know what it is. You know where the ghetto is. Also, for the people out there in Jacksonville, Florida. Man, Jacksonville, Florida. Are the Jaguars going to win the Super Bowl? This NFL. I don't know, man. The NFL looking hot. NFL looking hot. Los Angeles Rams versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. That might be the final verdict of the Super Bowl. Yes. Huge shout outs to all of you, and for all of you watching, also for all of you, yes, I'm going to say this. We're going to turn this around. Ooh, smells good. Smells insane. Huge shout outs to all of you in Brazil. Brazil. If you like to talk that Brazilian, you like to talk Portuguese. Ha, Portuguese. For all of you in France. Bon avis, bon coup, bon ami, bon coup. Shout out to all the toast and tomato eating French people in the chat room. If you're watching, shout out to all of you. Colombia, shout out to the stinky booty girls in Colombia. Shout outs to the Peruvian girls and the Peruvian guys. You know what? The Peruvians, can't stand the Peruvians. Over here, Argentinians, can't stand the Argentinians. Shout out to all the pretty Argentinian ladies and all the Argentinian men. Greek. Yes, Greece, if you're watching. Great beaches, great food. Shout out to Greece. Italy. Shout out to Italy. But you know what the real place is? Sicily. Sicily is the number one. Shout out to the people in Japan. Japan is officially making some Pokemon. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. He told me today that Japan is making a Pokemon theme park. Guess what? If I go to Japan, I ain't going to visit that theme park. I love Pokemon. Pokemon is my favorite ever since I was born. Ever since Pokemon was born, Pokemon has been just such a beautiful hobby to get into. The artwork and everything is amazing. I am one of the top tournament rated in Miami. You could go look me up if you want to, but you're not going to find it because in the 90s, we didn't have internet in the 90s. So none of you going to know, aren't you? I was the top rated Miami, number one top rated Miami Pokemon trainer. I'm going to say trainer. I'm not going to say trainer. Card battler. Well, I don't even know what to say it. TCG. I don't even know how to say it. All I know is that I collect the trophy and I collect the cars. That's what it is. And for all of you out here, I want to give a huge shout out to the nerds in Miami. For all of you nerds in Miami, you know what? What matters? Money, money for all of you because your personality ain't the thing, right? So if you come to Miami, if you have money, honestly, you could get any girl you want to. Are they gonna divorce you? Probably. Point of the matter is, huge shout out to Bolivia, the people in Bolivia that are trying to, yes, money launder for the Colombians. Here we go. Shout out to the Bolivians. And shout out to the Bolivians money laundering for the Venezuelans. Oh, shoot. Shout out to all the Cubans, the real Cubans that left Cuba. Shout out to you. This goes for you. Also, for the people over there in South Korea. South Korea, soju. That's what you like to drink? Well, guess what? If you go to South Korea, if you go to Korea, they can't drink. They really can't drink alcohol, and one of the main things that they drink is soju. If you don't see it, you see it mostly anywhere. And I think there's a certain percentage of wine that they can drink. It's so. There's so many rules over there. Rules are horrible, and I can't stand them. If I go to Japan ever, by the way, I did just miss that. Skip the whole. I skipped the whole thing I was about to say. One of our ranches, his name is Edgar Roma. He told me that there's a Pokemon theme park in Japan. Even though I love Pokemon so much, if I go to Japan, there's one main thing that I will go for is sushi. Sushi hands are one of the best top rated things in the world to eat. Forget about the escargot. We had escargot on the stream before. Kind of nasty, kind of nasty. I kind of feel like I would rather suck my bottom toe than have some escargot again. We had some escargot from France on the stream. And I stopped doing those crazy streams because it was so bizarre. Like I was wasting so much money on stuff that I wasn't liking. And I think it got to the point that I had the snails escargot. You could go watch the stream. It's up. I don't know where it is. You have to look it up. We have so many streams. Had some escargot live. It was a fun stream. I don't think I'll ever have escargot again. It's straight dookie, big dookie, and it's straight dookie. But shout out to all of you out there in France to make it a thing, right? I think mushrooms are the best thing in the world if you want something close to fungus, because escargot isn't it. But anyways, if I do go to Japan, the best thing in Japan, if I want to go retire, if I was to retire in my life, right? I would go to Japan, Okinawa. That's where I would go to try to retire, live a different life, and see how it feels like to live in a different place, surrounded by beautiful ocean. Not like Miami, not like Key West. People in Miami, they go retire in Key West. So if you ever come to Miami, one of the main places people go retire to is Key West. Here's the thing with Key West, okay? Key West, it's boring. It's boring. There's a certain just feeling that it just gives you a feeling of like dried paint on the wall. There's something about Key West to me that is very boring, that I would rather fly 100 miles away to find another beach in Japan. I'm not Japanese. I have a little bit of Japanese in me, but I'm going to say Okinawa, Japan. That would be, God, man, that would be so beautiful to be close to the ocean, catch my own fish, my very special fish, catch some sea urchins, oof, some crabs, some lobsters, some special lobsters, some octopuses, some special octopus. Go to the market, maybe fresh seafoods, fresh tuna, fresh. Ooh. Anyways, bookers, let's drink up. I'm giving myself too much of a dream. I'm about to be wet. Here we go, drinks up. One thing I want to ask some of you. All it takes is one person. One person, all it takes. Okay? One person to inspire one person. I don't want the whole crew and everybody to move over there. But one person. Okay? If I want to inspire one person in the chat room to go look something up, go look up Okinawa, Japan. Go look up a tour of Okinawa, Japan, the ocean life, or Okinawa, Japan, the life, or the tour in Okinawa, Japan. Just go check it out one time. I do know that many of you, probably out of you watching, we have thousands of people watching this stream. You're going to go replay this stream. At this point of the stream, if I could say 10% of you that watch, that you're going to be so mesmerized. Such beautiful, beautiful ocean. The creatures in the ocean, just everything is so pure. They also have the most purplish potatoes. They have the best vegetables in the world that you can eat. Most of the people in the Okinawa, they live to be 130 years old because they eat so good. The food over there is organic, but it's perfect. It's perfect. It's just perfect. If there's any country that has inspired me to eat some Japanese potatoes, has been Japan, Okinawa. They're the ones that inspire me to have some Japanese potatoes. I've been eating purple potatoes, Japanese potatoes, and I'm just gonna say this, man. It's just such a different feeling, man. I'm in the USA, so in the USA, it's a little bit for some of you here in the USA. We don't give a darn. We don't give a darn hoots. We don't give a darn hoot, right? So for some of you, if you go to Japan, it's just pure vegetables, pure greenery, pure fish, pure food. It's just so healthy. No, I'm not the person to be talking about healthy, right? We're eating a New York strip. We're eating a New York strip. Is this the healthiest thing you can have in your life? It's one of the best things you can have in your life. If you have steak, steak completes all those key nutrients that you need. If you need iron, you got it here. If you need vitamins, you got it here. If you need protein, you got it here. Steak officially, if you put it in your arsenal of food through the week, it's amazing. But here's the thing. I do know that some of you don't know this. Had somebody follow my instructions and eating meat all the time, the one thing that they like to drink is water. You need to drink water often. I drink a lot of water. How much water do I drink? I drink as much water as a giraffe. How much water that is, I don't know. But I can say that I drink as much water as a giraffe. I drink a lot of water. I always buy bottles of water because it's easier for me to move around and take around, take to the room, take to the bathroom, take it in the shower, take it into the dookie room, take it downstairs, take it to the couch. Having bottles of water is just fantastic. Buy your 32 pack of water. Buy your waters in packs. I'm not trying to inspire everybody to get purified water, but why am I not trying to inspire people to buy purified water? Because these companies aren't paying me to inspire you to do that, right? I don't want to be. I want to gatekeep. Why is it called good? Why is it good to be gatekeeping? Because you have more toilet paper, right? If you tell everybody get all the toilet paper is going to go up in price, and well, you're just not going to have any more toilet. Everybody's going to buy the toilet paper. Guess what? Now you can't wipe your ass, right? So that's why you just there's certain things you just don't tell people to do. But water, I don't want to tell you guys to drink water, and then all of a sudden I have no purified water. The water goes up like $10. That's crazy. Point of the matter is, purified water is so cheap right now, under $5. You get a bunch of those, and it's amazing. For all of you watching, Bookers, shout out to Bookers, as you can see. By the way, let's talk about water real quick. I know this is a thing not to talk about. I used to, the most famous aquarium, the most famous aquarium dude in all of the world, his name was Jack Watley. Jack Watley, you can look it up on Google. I literally, I think this is something that I should tell everybody, but I don't like to brag about it. I don't like to brag about it, and we're going to talk about it right now. You're going to learn something about me. And why am I going to learn something about me? Because you have to thank April, and this is the holiday spirit. I don't brag about this. I'm honestly, I don't tend to tell anybody. It's just the thing that I just want to say that for what I'm about to say, some of you are probably not going to even know what the hell I'm talking about. But it's a big thing. What I'm about to say right now is a huge thing. As a matter of fact, it's probably one of the biggest things that anybody can say. It's almost like saying that I taught. It's almost like saying that I taught Tom Brady how to play football. What I'm about to say is almost in the specific community. It's almost like saying how I taught Tom Brady how to play football, how I taught Michael Jordan how to tie shoes. It's almost like for me, what I'm about to say, it's almost like saying Mark Schumacher, I just taught him everything he needs to know. I taught Pitbull how to rap. I taught Gordon Ramsay how to pick his mushrooms. What I'm about to say is very delicate, okay? And it starts with water. One of the main things is it starts with water. And for chat room, you guys are awesome. Chat room, you guys are awesome for tuning into an interesting stream. When I was younger, I am the number one. Here we go. I'm gonna say it right now. When I was younger, I was the number one caretaker and the number one best fish, exotic fish seller in Miami. I was the best fish seller in Miami. I was the top rated, most hustled fish seller in Miami before the internet even blew up. And for some of you, I'm just gonna say it's actually I think it's pretty cool for me to say this. Jack Watley was a guy that ooh. Wait a minute. Holy crap, we got some commercials on here. What the hell's this? Okay, here in Miami, I live in Miami, and for some of you, let me explain to you why this is coming up. Purified water is a thing. I've learned a long time ago that purified water is a great option for anything. Why am I talking about what I'm about to say is because the big thing is a huge thing, and it has transformed me to realize that water is a big thing. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. So, when you buy water at your store, and for some of you watching, this is a big information thing. If you're blending it with some of your whiskey, it might taste a little bit different, but depending on the type of water that you're putting in your whiskey. Every water has a certain pH level in the water. Purified water usually tend to have a good neutral type of water, right? Neutral type of pH, so it's in the middle. If you buy some of the high pH water, which there's also waters out there that are really good, the high pH water, high alkaline water, and to me I like high alkaline water or purified water. The point of the matter is water does balance out in your skin, it balances out in your system, and it kind of changes your mood. If you don't know it, but it does change your mood. And I just want to say this. Shout out to the people in New York. Shout out to all the people in New York. But I'm going to say this. In New York, if you have a faucet, if you're not water, if you have a faucet of water that you're cleaning your dishes with, most of the time, the faucet that you have in New York, and this has always been a thing ever since I was younger, in New York, they have acidic water. What does acidic water mean? Acidic water means that the pH is under 7. Very low under 7. It's to the point that it's very acidic. What does acidic mean? It means that if you have water, certain acidic water, for a long time, it may be with metal or some kind of metal or something that paint in a bottle of water or anything. Just put some acidic water. You're gonna see it's gonna burn off some of that paint, some of that residue, some of whatever it is you're putting in there because it's acidic. Acidic water tends to brush off a lot of things, and it's bad to me. Here's just gonna say this. To me, New York water is the most acidic water in all of the USA. And for some of you that do not know, New York water compared to Florida water is different. So let me just go on to talk about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Water. I want to talk about water because I'm taking this out, and I want to make sure you guys understand this. In Florida, we have alkaline water. If you buy water in the stores, yes, you could buy all type of waters. But if you open up your sink, your water should be high above almost 8.0 alkaline pH. What does that mean? That means if you're taking a shower in alkaline water, you're not going to notice a difference. If you're taking a shower in acidic water, over time your skin might feel a little bit of a difference compared to alkaline. Also, when you're drinking it, it tastes different. Alkaline water to acidic water tastes different. Anyways, the point of the matter is you guys know where I'm getting at, right? If you're in Florida, alkaline water from the faucet or from the shower, and New York has acidic water. Okay, so now you guys know this. All right, good. Let's drink this up. One time. Anyways, what ended up happening when I was younger, and this is going to be for a lot of you to learn. It's a learning curve. There's going to be some rich person out there to say, shit, I need to make some water company. I know somebody's going to say that in the chat room. Not in the chat room, but they're going to say that mentally. When I was younger, there's a guy named Jack Watley that lived in Miami. He bred the top tier fishes in the world. There's two type of fishes that are top tier. And when we're talking about fishes, we're talking about aquarium fish. We're not talking about edible fish. Aquarium fish. That means trophies of all trophies. That's like a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. Ferrari and Lamborghini. Right? In the world, there's a guy named Jack Watley that he made discus. Discus are a certain exotic fish that is shaped like a disc. There's different colors and there's different genetics that go into making the dang fish. Point of the matter is, the number one fish in the world that's most exotic is the arowana. You could go look that up, right? So there's two different fish that are more exotic. Arowana, which is an Asian fish. Arowana is an Asian fish. All the Asian people, if you want to make money, you buy arowana, you keep it in your house. That's what makes money if you're an Asian. You don't have to be an Asian to follow those rituals. I've always had an arowana all my life. And I've always been successful all my life because I've had arowana. Point of the matter is, let's not talk about that. Discus. Jack Watley made discus. And in Miami, he was the number one district distributor for the best discus in the world. He would ship out discus to Germany. He would ship out discus to Canada and all over the USA. But here's the one thing that nobody knew what was happening with discus. Now, when it comes to discus, I know some of you are going to get bored, but if you're interested, here we go. We're just going to say this. Discus is a freshwater aquarium fish that looks like a saltwater fish, shaped like a disc. And for some of you that do not know, in Miami, what did I say? We use alkaline water. Alkaline water is high pH water. High pH water. And we tend to just use it a lot. But the thing is, when it comes to fish have a certain skin. They have a certain hormone. Not a hormone. They have scales. And they have certain slime that protects their body. Okay, there's a certain slime that protects their body before it gets to the scales. If that slime falls off, well, now the scales can get hit down just like this wall. Once those scales start falling off, you got the dead fish. It could be a $500 fish, a $1,000 fish, $200 fish, whatever. The point of the matter is, water's a big thing. When I was younger, I noticed that water is a huge thing. So what ended up happening, why am I talking about this, is because I was number one, discus, exotic fish discus, seller in Miami. I was the number one discus. How can I say, what's the word that I can use? I was the number one discus maintainer. I maintain over 600 discus, about 1,000 discus, and I transformed them from acidic water. Sometimes we would get discus from New York. Sometimes we would get discus from some other places to Miami, and we would transfer them into alkaline water. When you transfer them into alkaline water, they're so much better. So I'm just gonna say this: fish are fish. Humans are humans. We're all humans, right? One thing I noticed about these fish is when they would swim in alkaline water, they would be so much better. And now that I say that, God, I have so much information in my head. So much information in my head. I could start a book. Let's pour this up. Larceny. Let's pour this up. Okay, so I'm just going to show you this. This is scientifical. 125.1 proof. This is C924. This is the best whiskey of 2024 that I categorized to be one of the top rated whiskeys of last year. Number one rated was the Coy Hill, but this one was right there with the Coy Hill. I basically said this was the best one from last year. So I'm going to have this here. Now, let me just say this. We're all humans, right? Cool, we're all humans. This whiskey over here, if you put New York water, right, acidic water in this, it's going to taste very different. This over here is purified water, and it's more in the realm of the pH of being alkaline. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pour it in here, but before I put it in here, here we go. Larceny C924. Let's go up. That is insanely good. God, that's god dang amazing. Anyways, I'm going to use alkaline water. I'm going to use alkaline water. A little pour. And now that you saw me do a little pour, now I'm going to pour this up. I'm going to put the same amount. Let's stir this up over here. Shout out to all of you. Stir this up over here. So for all of you don't have to be a scientist because you just tune into the best stream. You don't have to be a scientist because you just tune into the best stream, right? So when it comes to water, water is a big thing. I want to make sure all of you understand. Use alkaline water. It's going to change your body. It's going to change the way you think. Alkaline water is going to make you richer. It's not only going to make you richer, it's going to make you feel good. It's going to make you feel different. It's going to also mentally make you say, wow, alkaline water is insane. It's good. It's so much different from acidic water. And I do suggest to some of you to use it in whiskey. The point of the matter is, I was the number one exotic fish seller in South Florida. And I was able to transfer a fish that was the most delicate fish in the hobby from acidic water to alkaline water. I realized that discus, over time, they enjoyed alkaline water. The more alkaline it was, the better it is. You could, I'm just gonna, for any of you that have discus, make sure. Holy Lord, please tell me we're gonna lose the whole stream. Come on, baby, come on, baby. Baby. Come on, baby, come on, baby. Are we back? Are we back? Wow, man, holy crap. Are we back? Are we back? Chat room, are we back? Chat room, are we back? Chat room, are we back? Well, we have so many people. We had so many people watching. Chat room, are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Holy Lord, are we back? I was going so deep. Going so deep. Are we back? Are we back? Chat room. Tell me we back. We were so into this. We had like 100 people watching. We're so into this. Are we officially back? Shout out to all of you. Do me a favor. Help out the stream. Hit that like button. Help out the stream. Hit that like button. Help out the stream. I know sometimes that I get too deep into something and then boom, something happens. Something happens. Hit that like button. Let's get those likes up. Help out to get those subscribers back to watching. Holy Lord. I was so deep into it. I was so deep into it. Shout out to the chat room. We were like 100 people deep, 100 people deep in the chat room. Everyone was so deep into this. So deep into this. We're gonna get the views. We're gonna get the viewers back. Okay. For all of you that are coming back here, we had a little bit of issue. No problem. We should be officially back. Shout out to all of you. And we're gonna drink this up, right? So I was just talking about water. And here we go. Hopefully we get all the subscribers back. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Let's get up. Here we go. Everybody's coming back. I was officially talking about the most delicate thing in the world. Water. Water. I was talking about the most delicate thing in the world. Water. And for some of you that do not know, water's a huge thing. I was just talking about it. We froze. So for some of you that are back, let me explain to you something. If you use alkaline water in your life, just like the fish, the exotic fish, yes, the most exotic, most delicate fish in the world, I can guarantee you that your life is going to be different. My parents, I told my parents one day, I told them, look, start drinking alkaline water. They didn't believe me. They started drinking alkaline water, and they didn't want to tell me. My parents, my own parents, I got them into alkaline water. I told them how good the benefits are of drinking alkaline water. They didn't want to tell me anything. But one day I started showing up, little by little start showing up. They have all of their garage full of alkaline water. I recommend a lot of you drink alkaline water. It's the best thing you could have in your life for your system. And if you're drinking whiskey, if you're putting in your whiskey, yes, it's going to make your whiskey really, really fantastic, really good. It's the purest thing. So for all of you that do not know, yes, I am officially one of the best hustlers when it came to selling the most exotic fish in Miami. You might see shows about fish, exotic fish, in the Travel Channel or Animal Planet. Those people are duds. Compared to me. I was the real hustler of the best exotic fish in South Florida. I was the number one hustler in South Florida. You could say I'm the biggest thug. Yes, I guess you could say I'm the biggest thug. That's it. Say that. And what you learn about certain fish, it kind of comes, whatever career you're in, right? It attaches to you and it just makes you realize that, you know what, maybe this is really it. But I learned a long time ago, alkaline water is a big thing. So for some of you, if I want to say this to all of you, that's cool. But I want to make sure that one person at least follows the teachings of being amazing. Get yourself some good alkaline water. It will be one of the best things you'll ever do in your life. It'll change your life, alkaline water. You'll notice. For all of you watching, here it goes, except Larceny. That's what I'm drinking in Larceny, the best batch, I think in a long time, I think maybe ever. Shout out to all of you, let's drink that. Don't forget, if you send a super chat, I'll officially give you a shout out. Do we have Manny in the chat room? I got to tell Manny something. Where's Manny at? He's in the chat room. Here goes, drink up. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man. Are you guys ready? If you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Mr. Beast is a YouTuber, but guess what? Mr. Beast doesn't know how to cook steak. Mr. Beast doesn't know how to drink whiskey. Mr. Beast doesn't know how to do much things. He buys his way into doing things, right? Manny, I'm gonna say it's Manny. I'm gonna say it's real quick, Manny. Manny in the chat room. Manny, don't be don't. Manny, somebody in the last year, I know what stream it was. And for some of you watching, we have a lot of people watching. Any of my wrenches, I'm going to say this for all of you. My wrenches and all of you, all my subscribers and all of you. I don't care where you guys go to. You could go to another channel, check out another channel. You could go visit another channel. You could go represent another channel and say, Ripper Crew, you know what time it is? You could go say another channel. I don't care what you do. For all of you watching, all my subscribers, if you want to go to other channels and say your favorite channel is the Whiskey Ripper channel, if you want to say this is your favorite channel, you do what you want. I don't tell you where to go to. This is not my thing. I'm not here to tell you guys, all my soldiers, all my street soldiers. I'm not here to tell all my ladies in the chat room where you could go, where you're not to go to. I'm not here to tell you. I know I'm a #1 channel for a reason. People are jealous of me. People are envious of me. It's just what it is. I'm sorry. I'm good looking. I'm charismatic. I'm funny. I'm everything above. I'm the devil. I'm the demon. Yes. I'm the Reaper. Yes. I am everything above. Point of the matter is, for any of you, shout out to Manny. For any of you that go to another channel and start trolling other channels, no need to troll other channels. Okay. You're number one. You're part of the #1 channel on YouTube. And you're here. If you're here, that's what it is. I'm as cocky as can be, and I'm as funny as can be. I'm as real as can be, and that's just what it is. I give you the real thing. If any of you want to be part of the channel, you could be part of the channel. I know people out here think they're blocked. Nobody out here is blocked. There's only one person blocked out here. And for all of you watching, I'm just going to say this. Okay? Be part of the chat room. I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you're in the chat room from China. I don't care if you're from Russia. Be part of the chat room. Enjoy the chat room. Guess what? We're all human. We're all human. And at the end of the day, guess what? If you're human, who's going to help you out? Another human. Be part of the chat room. Shout out to all of you. But damn, Manny. Somebody told me, Manny. Somebody told me recently. Manny, somebody told me, Randy, you're doing some ruckus. Shout out to Manny. Remember, Manny, there's a reason why a lot of people don't like us. The reason why people don't like us is because, well, they're jealous. That's all it is. And for any other YouTuber that has a channel, I know there's channels out there that have 3,000 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers, 7,000 subscribers, and also we have a whiskey channel. We have 2 whiskey channels. Bourbon junkies hate us. Why do bourbon junkies hate us? Because they can't cook. And bourbon junkies, well, guess what? Bourbon junkies get free bottles. So they hate us because we show things we do and we're Americans. I don't know why bourbon junkies hate us. They shouldn't hate us because we're Americans. I love all my Americans. And for bourbon junkies, if they just apologize, I'm good. If they just apologize, I'm good. But bourbon junkies need to chill the hell out. You're getting free bottles from people. You're getting free bottles from stores. You're not saying what it is. So bourbon junkies, they need to chill out because not every whiskey that they show is good. We only show the best ones. And at the end of the day, if you're an American, man, to hate another American, man, that's pretty harsh. That's pretty harsh. There's another YouTuber also, 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. And we're just going to say this. It's just what it is. People are human. People are human. They like to hit other people in the head when they think that it's a wrong thing to do. Right? Wrong thing. It's just what it is. And then they figure out that maybe it's not a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. Point of the matter is, Manny says, Ripper Crew. You know what time it is? We're #1. He says over here, Ripper Crew. If the haters, Fire Banaka sprays. Shout out to Fire Banaka sprays. We're gonna say this: the steak will give you E. coli. Cook it already. You see what I mean? Fire Banaka sprays. We gotta do this for the chat room. Operation, pin the tag on a donkey. Who's gonna be the first one? Pin the tag on donkey. Who's gonna be the first one? By the way, huge shout out to Manny, $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Manny. Manny, just so you know, I know we have a lot of people watching. Just so you know, we had somebody drop in the chat room last stream. Who was it that did that? Farm Kitty. By the way, Farm Kitty, I just want to say it's Farm Kitty. Farm Kitty, she's a wrench in the chat room, moderator in the chat room. Fire Banaka sprays. I know Fire Banaka sprays, but he deserves sometimes a little swap on his nuts. Swap on his nuts. Point matter is, Fire Banaka sprays had said to Farm Kitty, I think a couple streams ago. He doesn't send super chats. Fire Banaka sprays doesn't send super chats, but he does send super chats sometimes. Fire Banaka sprays that you and him go way back. That's what he said. So I just want to relay the message, Farm Kitty. You and him go way back. I don't even know what he's talking about. Point of the matter is, what was I talking about? I was talking about Tamani. So this is going to be Tamani. Okay? This is going to be Tamani. Okay? Anybody that's smaller channel than us, they're okay, man. Any smaller channel than us is okay. Every channel that tries to achieve their success on YouTube, shout out to them. I wish them the best. I hope they grow. I want them all to grow. But the people that hate this channel, I also wish them the best. Why do I wish them the best? Because they're the ones that are watching. And for all of you that are watching, there's a couple of YouTubers out here that are actually I'm gonna say this. Bourbon Junkies, the fat boy in Bourbon Junkies is always watching us. He's always watching us because it's just, how can you not watch this stream, right? The fat boy and the Bourbon Junkies is watching us. He blocked us. He banned us. And the reason why he banned us from his chat room is because I said USA. Shout out to the USA. FIFA World Cup. He doesn't like that, but he still watches us. Why he blocks us? Because he's scared that people are gonna visit my channel because of that comments. It doesn't matter, man. I try to support everybody, and for some of you watching, I'm just gonna say this. For Manny, I know he's a ranch out here, but Manny, remember, keep those badges on here. Remember, try to keep it cool, try to keep it classy. All right. Shout out to Manny. And the reason Manny, we have one person in the chat room that was banned. One of our ranches got taken away. I don't know if he knows. One of our ranches got taken away in the chat room, and I hope nobody does this. One of our ranches got taken away because he cyber stalked one of our ranches. Her name is April Neal, and he officially found out where she lived, where she worked, and he sent her flowers. He reached out to her as much as possible, and it's just, to me, that was a red flag, and you got to cut it off. We don't accept cyber stalking on these streams, okay? If you like a woman in one of our ranches, if you like a woman in our chat room, we don't accept that. So, for any of you watching, we had to take away a wrench, and some of the other people out here didn't accept it. We had another wrench that didn't accept it. That's cool. He didn't accept it. That's cool. Maybe he's a little bit older. He doesn't understand. Maybe he doesn't understand. He doesn't believe it. But it's true. April Neal reached out to me. She told me, hey, I just want to let you know that there was somebody cyber stalking me. And he officially was the guy that we officially banned on this platform, on this channel. We don't accept cyber stalking, and I do not accept cyber stalking. So for any of you that are watching any other channel that talking shit about me, it just usually is not true. For all of you that talk crap about me, you could be part of the chat room. I want you to be part of the chat room. Enjoy the chat room. Talk crap in the chat room, but be a part of this community. I want you to be a part of the community. I don't care what you did before, but just understand there's flaws that you have. Humans all have flaws. Accept them and just apologize. That's all I care about. And at the end of the day, just be part of the chat room. Point of the matter is, for all of you, no cyber stalking, and for all the ladies in the chat room, shout out to the ladies that reach out to me and let me know what it is. I do know that there was one person that got banned in this chat room because of that. And that's what it is. If the older person out there, the other ranch didn't accept it and didn't believe it, well, so be it. What am I going to say? If I could show the pictures, if I could show the screenshots, it's not going to do anything, right? I say one thing. If a dude goes to jail and his family doesn't accept it, but there's photos and pictures of the proof, the family's not going to accept it either way. Why? Because they love their kid. That's just what it is. And I feel that sometimes when it comes to friendships online, I think maybe some of you get too caught up into that friendship. This is YouTube, my man. This is YouTube, my lady. This is a community that we build up. I build up. And I want to make sure all of you understand, okay? This is a community that I build up, and I want to make sure you all understand. You guys are all human behind that screen. You guys are all human behind that computer. You guys are all human behind that phone. I accept drama in the chat room. But I can say for some of you watching, some of you are watching and not typing. It's okay. I don't ban. My moderators are the ones that ban and time people out. I don't do that. I enjoy the chat room. I'm the leader here. If I tell somebody not to ban, we'll unban somebody. If I tell somebody not to time out, we'll time somebody out. No problem. Only thing I don't accept on here is racism. If anybody's racist or anybody's stupid out here, it's me. Okay? I'm the only one out here. And for all of you watching, man, we have a lot of people. They say something for all of you watching. Here we go. I'm gonna get controversial. They say there's two people in the world: Martin Luther King and Charlie Kirk. Which one was the best one? Well, for some of you that didn't know, Charlie Kirk was a family man and a family guy, religious guy. Martin Luther King was a wild boy. He was a wild boy like Tupac. Martin Luther King was a wild boy. He liked parties, and he was a different guy than some of you do seem to know. Both of them were iconic. Both of them were a different skin color. But at the end of the day, I appreciate both of them. Why do I appreciate both of them? Because both of them give the American spirit, that American spirit. Here in America, if you don't know, we are the free spirit. We're the freedom spirit, right? The freedom country. Everybody comes here to be free. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're straight. I don't care if you're curved, if you're alien, if you think you're blue, if you think you're a clan. I don't care. I don't give a damn if you're Homo sapien or not Homo sapien. You could be a monkey from the gorilla zoo and chant in the chat room. You could say, hey, man, hoo, 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 hoo. You could say it in the chat room. I don't give a damn. Point of the matter is you're helping out the cause. And what is it? In America, there's all different type of people in America. If you are watching right now, I do suggest you in this moment, do me the favor in this moment, if you're watching on your phone, tap the screen a couple times, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that like button. For all of you watching, New York Strip, am I ever going to go to New York? Man, fuck New York, dude. Screw New York. Screw New York. There you go. The leaders are here to just rip it. Screw New York, dude. How dare them in New York? You know, Donald Trump, born in New York, I think. You know what? Screw New York. As a matter of fact, my grandfather was, he made the Rockefeller. He made the Rockefeller. I ain't going to tell you who he is because you don't need to know. Point of the matter is he made the Rockefeller Center. For all of you watching, I should be talking positive about New York, but I don't give a damn about New York. But you know what? The stakes. I love the New York strips. How crazy is that? I just did an amazing speech, and I just ripped up. The leader can do anything. Or for some of you in the chat room, it's a little bit different. Okay, if you're in the chat room, be careful what you do. Okay, be careful what you do in the chat room. If you go somewhere else representing the Ripper Crow, If you're going somewhere else representing the Reaper Crew, remember, man, you're representing this community. You're representing this channel. You could go start ruckus everywhere you want to. I don't care. Point of the matter is, you already know the word goes around. Here we go. Let's look this up. A lot of people watching. Hit that like button. Damn, all of you hitting that like button. Shout out to that speech. Here we go. Check this up. In high school, there was two people that I had to deal with. In high school, one of the people was my teachers. All my teachers in high school, they thought I was going to be the president of the United States. Okay? I'm going to say this right now. All of the teachers in high school, all of them thought I was going to become the president of the United States. All of them. All of them. All of them. All of the teachers. And I was the worst student. I was the worst student in my high school. Now, why did I say two people in high school? Because two people in high school was my counselor and my teachers. Two people. Those are the two people. In high school, this was the most, obviously, in school, you know, when you're in high school, that's like, after high school, it's like, damn, you're grown, you go to college. In high school, there was two people out there that were the most influential to me. My counselor and my teachers. In high school, all my teachers, they knew I was going to become, they just had a feeling that I was going to become the president of the United States. They knew that I could speak. They knew that I had the balls. I even got in front of the whole class one time. I told the teacher to shut the hell up. I told her to shut the hell up. In high school, I told her to shut the hell up, sit down. She sat down. I sat in front of, I didn't sit in front of them. I stood in front of the classroom and I told my whole classroom, I told them what's up. I told them what's up. I don't even want to tell you what I told them. My whole classroom. And then after the teacher called my, called my parents. They called my parents. She called my parents. Point of the matter is, she still thought I was going to become the president of the United States. All of them. Geography teacher, American teacher, all the teachers, man. All the teachers thought. But when it comes to my counselor, this is what I knew. My counselor was literally the eye opener. My counselor in high school told me, how the hell are you stupid, but you're genius? How the heck are you stupid, but genius? He told me one time, I'll never forget this, and this is going to be sticking to me forever for the rest of my life. He said, look, you have the worst GPA in your class. He said, you have the worst GPA in your class. He goes, why are you even in school? I go, I'm in school because I don't want to be home. Cool. He goes, no problem. There's so many black kids in this school that the same way, saying the same thing you're saying. Why are you different? He goes to me, how the hell do you go from the most smartest class in all of the school, getting A's, to going to the most stupidest class, the most easy class, you're just getting F's. What's wrong with you? And then you go to after school care and you go to that school and you get A's. How you bang the system? He goes, this is what he said. I'm not even gonna lie right now. He says this. I've been a counselor for more than 45 years. I've never seen a student in my life that has gone to the point that you have a D. You have a D in the class. How do you have a D in the class? In the same whatever class, smartest class in all the high school, and you come out to do it again and you get an A. How? He told me, he goes, I won't forget. There was a black kid trying to get in the office, in the counselor, who was speaking to me, screaming to me. And then he said, Tyrone, stay outside. I'm speaking to somebody. This is probably the most smartest kid you ever seen in your life. He closed the door. It was a sliding wooden door. He had a bunch of stuff in his. It was a little counselor room. He sat down. He looked like Sesame Street. Bald, a little bit of hair on his head, a little bit of hair on his head. Sesame Street. Glasses, belt, pants, tucked up shirt, polo shirt. No, he didn't have a blazer. He's screaming at me with a mustache, saying, how are you the smartest kid in the whole school? And I know you're the smartest kid in the whole school, but you don't give a damn. Why don't you give a damn? And I remember telling him, I go, because what am I going to do with this? You're going to give me a scholarship to go to UM? You're going to give me a scholarship to go to any place? What am I going to do with it? I'm a hustler, man. I'm a hustler. Ain't no thing out there that I'm going to say that's going to... I can't be a doctor. He said, of course you can be a doctor. You're a genius, he said. You could be whatever you want to, and the counselor said. He got so mad, the counselor. My counselor, let me just point you the counselor of how he looks like. My counselor was as skinny as 125 pounds, big old head, smart genius, Bill Nye the Science Guy type of counselor. And the guy said, you could become the best president in America. I'm about to cry, man. I'm about to cry. You could become the best president in America. Why can't you just do the stuff that you need to? He said that. You can be the best American president in the USA. You're so smart. Wait a minute, I gotta walk away. Time out. I gotta walk away. Oof. Damn, that brought tears to my eyes. That brought tears to my eyes. You could be the best. You could be the best president of the USA. Why can't you put? Holy shit! Damn, that's hard. That's hard. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. This is real. Hit that like button. You could be the best. Shit. You could be, but you want to be a hoodlum. You want to be a thug. You want to be a thug. You want to be a hoodlum. You want to get that cheese. You want to get that money. Why don't you make America great? Man, I'm about to cry. Ah, shit. I'm about to cry, dude. It brought tears to my eyes. I'm about to cry. Oof. I'm about to cry, man. Let's start cooking, man. That's crazy. Let's drink this up. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to all of you representing. Thank you, everybody, representing in the chat room. Shout out to all the soldiers. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to the U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force bounding aliens over there on the moon. Shout out to the USA, my home country. Shout out to my home country. Shout out to all of you watching, man. Shout out to all of you. You guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning into the stream. You guys are freaking amazing. Thank you, everybody, for being here. You guys are awesome. For all of you watching, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe. That was really, honestly, hard to say. Hard to say. Very hard to say. Very hard to say. Very, very, very hard to say. I actually had some tears. I felt like crying. I think I did cry. You just heard a man cry. And when I'm 50 or 60 years old, I'm going to rewatch the stream. And when I rewatch the stream, I'm going to say how much money I'm going to have in my bank account when I'm 60 or something years old. I'm going to have $71.5 million in my bank account when I'm 70 something years old. And I'm going to tell myself this stream was the most priceless thing. There's no money in the world that's going to be able to tune. There's no money in the world that's going to be able to make this stream better. This stream is amazing. The way I was crying on the stream, tearing up on the stream. He shouts all of you. Some of the ladies in the chat room, they're laughing. I don't even know if they're hearing what I'm saying. That's okay. Any of you that were commenting in the chat room, thank you for all of you that are commenting. Any of you that are commenting in the chat room. Over here, Dago says, so you're undisciplined. Man, I'm a wild man. I'm disciplined and undisciplined. I'm a sniper. Somebody said, what's a counselor? Funny. Let me say, what's a counselor? Somebody said, we'll cry with you. Who said that? For April. Thank you so much. I was actually crying a little bit. I was actually tearing up, man. Honestly, I was tearing up. I was tearing up because to be a president of the USA, I don't even want to talk about that. Don't even tell me. To be the president of the USA, I'll be better than Donald Trump, man. And he won't like it. That's okay. I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to talk about it. That's the most pinnacle thing that you could think of. There's no athlete out there in the world, okay? I could have been the best athlete. I could have been the best quarterback in the NFL. I could have been the best pitcher in the Major League Baseball. Those are the two sports that I could have been the best of, and I didn't want to do that. My heart wasn't on that. Oh, man, the stream is hard. The stream is hard, man. You know what? I'm gonna take a time out, okay? For some of you, I'm gonna take a time out. For all of you, I'm gonna go a little bit mute. I'm gonna take a time out, man. Honestly, this is a little bit emotional. Why is this stream emotional for me? Shit, this stream is a little bit emotional for me. Shout outs to all of you. And huge shout outs too. Yes, yes, yes. Huge shout outs to Horse Soldier. Horse Soldier. Alright, so for some of you, what whiskey I'm gonna have with my favorite Coca-Cola. Oof. Am I gonna have Booker's with my favorite? I don't know if Booker's gonna go good. Honestly, I don't think Booker's gonna go good. We're the most honest channel out here. I don't give a damn if I'm ripping Booker's by saying it's not gonna go good. On the stream, we're at $30-some on the stream. We might have a ton of views on the stream. We might get to 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 views for all the thousands of people watching the stream. You guys are awesome. You shout out to all of our Americans. Point of the matter is we have the double lamb. For any of you that are haters, be part of the stream, man. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater, chat room. Not chat room. The people out here that think that they're not part of the chat room. Be part of the chat room. It's okay. Point of the matter is, we got us. We got nice ass. Now, am I going to use Booker's on this? No, what you're going to use. No, I'm not going to use that. Here we go. Let's check this out. Johnny Walker Straight Dookie. Now, I'm not going to say Johnny Walker is the worst whiskey in the world. Proper 12 is the worst. But Johnny Walker, somebody in the chat room said, Johnny Walker, you don't like Johnny Walker? Johnny Walker is a waste of my time. That's what I have to say about Johnny Walker. If I was in the 90s or the 80s, I would be drinking Johnny Walker. And if some of you are in the community, it doesn't matter what community you're from, there is a level of upgrades to every community. The gun community, the fragrance community, the barbecue community, the food community. There's levels, right? It's just you start stepping up. The rapper community, celebrity community. Anyways, any community. Johnny Walker is a has-been. Johnny Walker is a has-been. That's just what it is. By the way, we're putting some ice on here. Johnny Walker is a has-been. Big time has-been. Larceny. Am I going to use Larceny on this stream with the Coca-Cola line? Am I going to use one of my favorite small batches in the world with a little bit of lime? Oof. Are we officially going to use Mid-Curse? Yes, barrel strength with a little bit of that goddamn lime that you put in your ass. How many of you put in lime in your ass and doing the motorboat? You dirty. Over here, out of the sky blender. We're gonna use this with the damn Coca-Cola and the damn lime and the lime. Okay, I'm gonna drink this. You heard that? That's a little bit of pop. You heard that pop? That's a barbecue. Here we go. Drink this up. On the stream, we drink 2 burrs. These are the 2 burrs. These are the 2 burrs we drank on the stream. These are the 2 burrs we drank on the stream. Pacifico. If you're a racist, you ain't gonna know what it is to have good Mexican beer. Okay? All you conservatives out there, I'm conservative. I like the fact that I'm a straight edge, I'm a straight shooter. But just know Pacifico. Just because people are Mexican doesn't mean that you're gonna boycott them. If you boycott Mexican products, you're a dumbass. Mexicans make some of the best beers, and they have. Guess what? Mexicans. Shout out to all the USA. If you know what time it is, Mexicans have the best. They got the best. Mexico has one of the best limes. If it's not from Florida, from Mexico, damn, one of the best limes. Damn. Okay, anyways. Point of the matter is, I can't put this in here. It ain't right of me. We're going to put one of the whiskeys of the year. One of the whiskeys of the year. Shout out to all of you. Be part of the chat room. Be part of the chat room. You never know. You never know. Chat room. Be part of the chat room. You never know. Okay. Wild Turkey a year. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's put this up. Wild Turkey a year 101. This is 101 proof, but this is one of the best. A new North American release, right? New North American release. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna squeeze a little of this lime. This is damn, that's juicy. Shit. I gotta save the other piece. Look at that lime. Wow. Wow. You see that? Are you looking at that? Shit. Beautiful. I'm going to throw this to the manatee in the ocean. Let's hear it. Oh, you heard that. You heard that. That sounded like you're turning the toilet. Point them out of is. You heard that. Coca-Cola. Shoot. Is this the best drink you could have? By the way, if you want to get a little of my attention, remember Super Chats help out. They help out the stream a lot. A lot. They help out the stream a bunch. Cheers to all of you. One of my favorite drinks. Shout out to all of you. Hit that like button. I'm trying to show you the best drinks you can have in holiday season. In the New Year's, I want all of you, each and every one of you in the chat room, each and every one in your chat room, I want you to drink this. Okay, go to your store, buy yourself a bourbon. Shout out to all the Americans, buy a bourbon. This is the bourbon you get if you can't find the damn 8-year because your Indian store around the corner, they don't really want to represent the 8-year. Get the Wild Turkey 101, no problem. Cheap. I want to give you a cheap one. Coca-Cola, original taste. Don't use the Mexican one. If you're using the Mexican one, you ain't not American. Well, I'm just gonna say this. If you're using American one, if you're using the Mexican one, you pinky up. Sometimes I'm gonna pick you up. Shout out to all the Mexicans. For all of you watching, here we go. Lime. Oh man, I'm gonna say this. We'll have a lot of people watching, a ton of people watching. Hit the like button for your boy, Oh man, I'm never gonna say that again. But for all of you, here we go. Shout out to all of you. April Neal, coin shower. She says, coin shower, wifey. She amore, she says. Wifey, she amore for all of you watching. Be part of the channel, say something in the chat room. Be part of the chat room, ladies. And for some of you, yes, we are officially cooking something up. New Year's is going to be amazing. What am I going to do for New Year's? Tomorrow we're going to practice something tomorrow, yes? How to cook some good. I ain't practicing nothing. Here we go. I'm jet lagged, so this is going to be... I'm jet lagged, so this is amazing. I'm jet lagged, man. I just came out of the plane. Just came out of the plane. I just came out of plane. Came out of plane. Shit. I came out of the plane, so I'm jet lagged. And shout out to all of you. Had a lot of people watching. As you can see. Okay. Let me teach some of you something. A little niche that I have. When you make a cocktail like this is a mocktail. Shout out to the chat room. If you want to get my attention, send a super chat just like April O'Neil did. Hit that like button. Let's get those likes up to 100. We're 6 likes. 6 likes away from 100. 6 likes away from 100 likes. If you want to. By the way, Joey, I know you're watching, Joey. Joey is a YouTuber that's been YouTubing for 10 years. I know you're watching, you, Joey. If you're watching, Joey, huge appreciation to you, Joey. I know you're watching, Joey. And for all of the YouTubers that some of you are not commenting, let me say this. Do this, okay? I know some of you don't want to comment in the chat room. Do this. Coca-Cola, okay? Do this for New Year's. Buy yourself some lime, good lime. Okay, I don't care if you hate me or you don't. You just don't want to be part of them. Wild turkey, you're this. Once you sip it, take the first sip, and then top it off with some Coca-Cola. Oof! We're gonna have some Coca-Cola on the. Here goes your sip. But oh man, that's insane. Fuck it. That's who that fuck it, she said. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. Who that? She said, I love you. I love you. That's how she said it. I'm trying to say how she said it. Who that? Who that? Who that? Huge shout out to who that? Who that? We have a lot of people watching, almost 100 likes on the stream. All right, so who that? This is for who that. I'm gonna say it's for who that. Shout out to who that. Fuck it, 88. Here we go, who that. This is the one I want you to get for New Year's. I know it's hard to find some of these whiskeys, okay? I'm gonna say for who that. Bookers. Don't even look for this one. It's very hard to find, rare. Larceny is C924, very rare, very hard. Hard to find. Cornelius Taylor, hard to find. By the way, oof. Oh, you can find this one. You can find this one. Who dat? Who dat? You can find this one. Take a photo of this. So I'm going to keep this on here for who dat. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Out of the sky. Right? And then Mitch Kerr's hard to find, but get that one. Get the wild turkey. Get that wild turkey 8-year. Let me see if I have some butter. Over here, April says, show me the meat. Yes, we will. Now it's finally time. So I'm going to say this for all of you. We're going to get to the meat. We have this going here. We have this going here. We have this here. Let's go to the meat. Let's go to the meat. So here we go. Let's over here. Look over here. Boom. Let's look over here. Shout out to all of you. Look at this. It's raw. Yes, it's raw. Look at how raw this is. You see this? This is called reverse sear. Okay? I'm teaching some of you, but you guys don't know how to get taught. This is reverse sear. Now, what does reverse sear mean? You can put this as long as possible, but there's a certain extended amount of time that you're going to put this. You want to make sure to know, for some of you, over here, ooh, fuck it. Reaper, meat, she says. Thank you so much. Who that? Who that? You know what time it is. And by the way, April Neal, thank you so much. Show me the meat. So I'm going to show you the meat. So this is called reverse sear. Now, reverse sear, let me show you the process of reverse sear. I know some of you don't know. Some of you are like, holy shoot, how is he putting this meat on here for so long? Okay, so reverse sear, look how raw this is. Reverse sear is a process of you officially putting this far away from, this is raw too. This is raw too. Reverse sear is a process of you heating. Look at how raw this is. It's raw. It's raw. It's the process of you officially cooking up the inside first, and it goes all the way to the outside. So reverse sear is officially a process. Well, let me see this. Let me just show you. Reverse sear. We had this here for a good amount of time. The charcoal is officially heating this meat, but the thing is, for some of you that are very new to this, reverse sear is a process of you cooking the inside of the meat. So the inside of the meat. Say the inside of the meat's like this. Shout out to who that? Shout out to who that? She said, Reaper meat on the stream. We're at $85. We're $25 away from $100. $25 away from $100. So the meat is like this, right? It's nice and slopey, right? Nice and slopey. And you officially reverse searing it. So what happens? The inside of the meat starts cooking, right? The bottom cooks a little bit, but the inside starts cooking. Nothing starts cooking. It's still raw. It's still raw. It's still raw, right? You could do this with your ribeyes. You could do this with anything. It's still raw. The point of the matter is, you're cooking this slowly, okay? I know what I'm doing. I want to show you what I'm doing. And you're just cooking this slowly. Now, the temperature does make a difference. Remember, I just opened this up, and temperature does make a difference. Just have an idea. I'm a professional when it comes to cooking this. I'm a professional when it comes to cooking meat, so I kind of have an idea where my balance on the New York strip is. It's this thick. My meat is this thick. It's a thick boy. Shout out to all the ladies that like that thick meat. Shout out to all the ladies that like that thick meat. Shout out to who that? Who that likes that thick meat? Shout out to who that? She likes that thick meat. So here we go, who that? And for all of you, we're 4 likes away from 100 likes. Let's drink this up. We're 4 likes away from that. I know some of you thought that meat was going to be overcooked. No. Relax. If I'm eating this, I'm not gonna ruin my own meat. Shout out to all of you. We're 2 likes away. Hit that like button. 2 likes away from 100. 2 likes away from 100. Hit the like button. 2 likes away from 100. Okay, 2 likes. Once we hit 100 likes. Once we hit 100 likes, I'm gonna start searing this and making this perfect. I just love the fact, shout out to all of you. I love the fact that you guys are hitting the like button. Hit that like button. If you're watching right now, tap the screen a couple times. 2 likes away from 100. Who's going to be the 100 super hitter in the chat room? Hoodan's officially, shout out to Hoodan. She's officially hitting it up in the chat room. I'm going to say this right now. Ooh, one more. Who's going to be the 100 like? If you hit the like button and the 100 likes, one more like. Comment in the chat room. There we go. 2 more likes. Woo! We're at 100. 100. We had 100 likes. We had 100 likes. We had 100 likes. Cheers, cheers. Oh, we had 103. We had 103. Comment in the chat room, subscribe. We had 103. Shout out to all of you. Damn, who is it that hit that? Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to show you how to cook this. Damn. Shout out to April Neal. Shout out to Farm Kitty. Shout out to Who Dat. Shout out to all the ladies. 104 likes. 104 likes. There we go. Johnny. Johnny, thank you so much for hitting that like button. Johnny. Johnny. You know what they say about Johnny? Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker sucks, but Johnny Rockets, they got big old hot dogs. Here we go. Shout out to all of you. 104 likes. By the way, shout outs to the lady in the chat room. Her name is Griteva Brastata. Griteva Brastata. Shout outs to the lady in the chat room. Brasteva Brastata. Here we go. Let's up. Griteva Brastata. Here we go. Shout outs to the lady in the chat room. Griteva Brastata. All right, here we go. Over here, who there? You tuned into the right moment. You tuned into the right moment. Okay, let me show you. Okay, we're winners out here, right? If you're a winner, you want to be the best winning achiever in your family. Okay, close to the top. Here we go. Okay, I already reverse seared this. So now that I reverse sear this, you see this? It's raw, but the inside is cooked. So we're going to put this over here. Beautiful. Look at that. It's raw. It's raw. It's raw. You see it? Cool. We're going to put it on here. I'm teaching some of you how to cook. Shit. Some of you are like, wait, this guy wants to be the president of USA. I don't want to be the president of USA. His high school teacher said he's going to be the president of USA. He's a dummy. He overcooked his meat. He overcooked his meat. He overcooked his meat. Well, guess what? What you see? What you see? You see overcooked meat? Oh, he's a dummy. He overcooked his meat. You see overcooked meat? That's what I thought. Like, I'm not here to prove anybody wrong. You guys are all amazing. Sometimes it's good to tell a dummy that he's awesome. Why is it good to tell a dummy? Why is it good to tell a dummy that he's awesome? Because sometimes dummies, they're just other people. They don't know that they're dumb. It's always good to give a little appreciation to all of you. Not all of you. All, the dummies out there, right? The dummies out there that think that they right. So this is called a reverse sear. And now I'm searing this up. You see how I'm searing this up beautifully? Yes. Yes. By the way, huge shout out to Who Dat. She kept this. If we get, I'm gonna say this right now. If we get $25 more, man, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. If I get $25 more on the stream, super chats, we over that pinnacle. We're over that 100 mark. This is good. Now we have to cook this up and make this perfect. Now, I'm going to say this. You see that burn? That's because of the sugar. That's the only thing I like about the seasoning. Now, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to show you. You see this burnt part? That's the sugar. You see this? This is the sugar. I don't like that. That's all right. What am I going to do? That's all right. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? That's a sugar. By the way, I'm going to... I'm gonna cook the fat. The fat inside needs to be cooked up. There you go. Ooh. Here we go. I'm gonna cook it up. Oh, it's cooked up. Oof. Oof, you saw how good I did that one. I did that one quickly. I'm gonna put it away. I did that one quickly. So when you watching, that's medium. That's almost raw, but it's medium rare now. It's medium rare. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna close this up for a meantime. I'm gonna close it up for this. That's medium rare. I can take it off right now. It's medium rare. It's gonna stay medium rare as long as I keep it away. I was gonna stay away. Okay, this is medium rare so far. It's medium rare. Okay, it's medium rare. I don't wanna. You see how it's dipping? Look like it's dipping. You see medium rare. You see how it dips? Medium rare. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. Medium rare. Let me just show you. You see how it dips? It's raw. It's medium rare. Just don't allow. I'm just. I know some of you from New York are like, my mom, nah, it's cooked up. Some of you from New York, from the streets, you guys don't know how to cook, man. Some of you from New York don't know how to cook. That's why you go to the five-star restaurants in New York. Yeah, so you go to New York, five-star restaurants, and you think it's the best five-star restaurant you ever had in your life. You could do this stuff at home. Point of the matter is, we're putting some butter. Okay, here we go. Watch this. We're gonna put some butter over here. Shout out to who there. Shout out to who there. Fuck it, 88. One of our great ranches. Okay, let me show you. This is a reverse sear. This is called reverse sear. I'm doing reverse sear for some of you. You don't know what reverse sear is? That's the problem. The problem. You don't need to know. You don't need to know. Just follow what I'm doing. Just follow the teachings of what I'm doing. If I can give this to my parents, let them try this out and be the test, I would. If I can give this to my parents and ask them, rate this steak from 1 to 10, I need to do that, man. I need to do that. That would be awesome. Rate this steak from 1 to 10. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. That would be so awesome. Just your own parents. They gotta know. They gotta know what the best is, right? Anyways, I know it's gonna be rated high end. Okay, we're gonna move this out of the way. Shout out to all of you. We have 108 votes. 108 votes. No, 108. What is it called? Okay, just gonna move this butter over here. Okay. Before we do what I'm about to do, I have to give a huge thanks to a couple people. Let's give a huge thanks to a couple people in the chat room. Shout out to April Neal, Jason Kane. Huge shout out to Edgar Romeo, man. Edgar Romeo, man. If he doesn't know, he already knows. Edgar Romeo, he likes to send big super chats in his stream. Shit. Last stream that we did, he sent $100 super chat. Shout out to Edgar Romeo, one of the best wrenches out here. I am using. I don't feel like you should all use this. This is only B&B charcoal competition. Charcoal, don't use this. Don't use this charcoal. Don't use it, okay? I'm just saying right now, don't use it. It's complicated. You got to be a professional. I'm going to say this. Some of you probably laughing. Well, professional Reaper, Reaper using this. You got to be a professional Reaper using this. You got to be a professional, straight up. Don't use that B&B. B&B competition, don't use it. If you want to be cool and you're going to use that B&B, so be it. So be it, okay? So be it. No problem, so be it. If you want to, if you think you're cool, dude, if you think you're cool, you're going to use that B&B charcoal, B&B competition charcoal, so be it. I'm not gonna force you not to buy. I'm not gonna tell you, you know what? Just don't buy it. I only use it because I'm literally a professional when it comes to barbecue. Okay? You're not a professional. Don't use it. I swear to God, you're gonna say, "Damn, I should have listened to him." I swear to God, you're gonna be using it. You're gonna say, "Damn, I shouldn't have used that." This dude was right. This dude, the Reaper, was right. Don't use. Oh my God, I can't. What a pain in the ass. No problem. I told you not to use it. I'm using it because I know I can use it. Okay. Anyways, the point of the matter is, okay, for all of you, buy a glove, man. Buy a glove. Shout out to Who Dat. Shout out to April Neal. Shout out to Farm Kitty. Shout out to my ranches. Shout out to my chat room. 109 likes. Let's drink this up. Are you guys ready for what I'm about to do? I'm about to perfect this steak. This is a New York strip that I'm about to do. Ruth Chris. Ruth Chris is a steakhouse. What they do is a cheating formula. Shout out to Who Dat. And fuck it, 88. She says she has those glasses. This is Horse Soldier. They sent this to me a couple years ago. I started YouTube in 2023. I started YouTube in 2023. I finally started YouTube. I said, you know what? Let's go full YouTube 2023. I'm 2 years in. 2 years in on YouTube. And in 2023, I was bigger on Instagram than on YouTube. And Horse Soldier sent me this on YouTube. No, not on YouTube, on Instagram. And I appreciated them for doing this. And ever since they sent me this, I said, man, you know what? This is the only company that I can represent because they're veterans. Let's drink this up. It's good. Who Dat? Who Dat? Who Dat? Okay, let me show you. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, so first off, we're gonna be doing some things. We're gonna be doing some things. Here we go. First off, I'm gonna put this glove on. Here we go. You guys ready? Let's cook this up. Let's put that beautiful finished product. This is like medium. This is rare. This is rare. Just because it looks like this doesn't mean anything. It's rare. We'll put it over here. That's beautiful. That's all it takes. I need to flame this up. Nice. Oof. Let's take this off. That's nice. Shit. Oof. I should just put it on here like this. Shit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Time out. This is still a little bit raw. I ain't playing around. It's a little bit raw. We're gonna put this. I can put this butter. It's still a little bit raw. This one. I don't give a damn what anybody says. It's still a little bit raw. I know what raw is. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. Oh. I'm like busting. Look at that. Beautiful. Wait a minute. Now that I sold that, I'm starting to think this one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Give me some more. No, that other one look amazing. What the hell? Oh, shit. That other one look amazing. Oh, that's good. That's good. Now it's good. Now it's good. Damn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. That other one look insane. Did you see the difference? Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that's not good. All right, let's do this over here. Just back this up over here. Holy shit. Holy shit. That was intense. I burned myself in the process. The fact that I didn't have two, I don't know how did I burn myself? Shit, man, I burned myself. That was crazy. That was like Indiana Jones crazy, man. That was like Indiana Jones crazy. You guys ever ride an Indiana Jones ride in Orlando? I tell you not to ride it because it's stupid, but wow, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was insane. Anyways, point of the matter is, damn, that was insane. Let's take off that glove. 120 votes, 112 likes on the stream. Shout out to all of you. Ripper Crew, you know what time it is. We're holding it down. We're holding it down. POP! I'm blind. Holding it down. Wow, what a stream. 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 This stream. Who dan? I cried on the stream. I cried on the stream. I cried on the stream. Who dat? I cried on the stream. I gave you guys the lowdown of all the lowdowns. I'll give you guys some personal thoughts. For all of you. That's the charcoal that I don't recommend to buy, but I'm professional, so it's a little bit different. When you're a professional, it's what it is. Who said you sad? Nah. It's not about me being sad. It's just the moment, who dat? The moment was so there, who dat? The moment was so there. By the way, shit. Some of you don't believe this is medium rare, and I believe it. Some of you don't believe it. That's okay. Remember, What I tell you guys? Oof. Oh shit. Oh shoot. What I tell you guys? I told you guys that sugar was gonna burn. And most of that sugar went on the fat. Most of that sugar went on the fat. I'm gonna just put this over here. Most of that sugar, oof. Most of that sugar went on the fat. The fat over here had the sugar. To me, I think that's what's gonna make this insanely insane. Right? I think for some of you that do not know, the sugar that was just burnt on that fat, I think might be just kind of insane. It's going to be, I have a feeling it's going to be really insane. It's going to be really insane. We had the lime on here. We're going to put the lime on here. Oh, shit. We're going to put that Coca-Cola. We're going to put that over here. Woo-wee. Ah, shit. Wait a minute. Wow. That's goddamn amazing. That's goddamn amazing. Shout out to fuck it for timing out anybody in the chat room. Fuck you, get time out whoever the hell she wants to. Point them out of Riz. Shout out to all of you drinkers up. So, we reverse seared this New York strip. We reverse seared this New York strip. And not only did we reverse sear this New York strip, we put a good amount of butter on here to make this perfect and amazing, right? Perfect and amazing. But forget about it, perfect and amazing. Let's say one thing, okay? The fat. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the fat on the. Oh, the fat on the side is insane. I can't wait to cut this. This is medium rare. I know some of you believe it because you guys don't see Instagram. Shout out to all of you that follow me on Instagram. If you see something burnt, you're like, oh, it's burnt. But then when you look at Instagram, you can see the inside is rare or medium rare. I like to have my medium rare stuff. Let's get up. Wow, so good. Have a little Coke. You know what? We had this over here. I'm going to let this set in. So far, everything's amazing, real good. You know what? For all of you, I'm just going to do one little, just a little pour. Just a little pour. Just a little pour. We're going to put it over here. Whiskey, one of the whiskeys of the year. Woo-wee. One of the whiskeys of the year. We're going to have a lot of likes on the stream. We have to end that poll in the chat room. Let's end that poll in the chat room. I have a poll in the chat room that says, how's your holiday weekend? 41% said all of above. 41% all of above. And 25% said can't wait for 2026. 22% said amazing, best holiday ever. 22% said that. And then 12% said too many people, traffic. It's bad. You guys are awesome, but you know what? Traffic is so bad. Traffic is so bad. Real bad. Real bad. Traffic is real bad. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. I'm just going to pour a little bit of ice on here. And then I'm just going to pour my drink, and then we're going to get off on here. Hit that like button, 114 likes. One of the best streams on the year. New York Strip. Easy New York strip you could do. Reverse sear. I need some ice. All right, here we go. Let's finish this drink off. Shout out to all of you. Let's finish this drink off. Here we go. New York strip. Ice. Shit. Nice ice. A little squirt of lime. Biggest squirt of lime, as a matter of fact. Biggest squirt of lime. Look at that. Yeah. Biggest squirt of lime. Put it back on here. Shit. I'm gonna move this out of the way because I'm not drinking that. We're gonna put it over here. We're gonna drink that after. As a matter of fact, we're gonna load this up with Coca-Cola. Top it off. Remember, once you take a sip, when you do need the refill, top it off with fresh Coca-Cola. For all of you watching, let's take a sip. On the stream. Oh shit! Look at that. Woo! Medium rare, medium rare, medium rare. Look at that beautiful thing. Medium rare. Damn. Oh shit, medium rare. I can't wait to cut this up and just eat it up. Insane. You guys are awesome. I'm going to put some on this steak. Maybe I should. You guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning in to the stream. Who dat? April Neal. Farm Kitty, Manny, every one of my ranchers, thank you so much. 80-some dollars on the stream, thank you so much. Huge shout outs to the USA. Huge shout outs to the Reaper Crew. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is, Reaper Crew. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. Shout outs to all of you. For all the people that hit the like button on the stream, thank you so much. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Shout outs to the U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, Air Force. Wait, let's do this again. Shout outs to the U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Air Force, U.S. Space Force. Wait a minute. Shout outs to the U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Marines, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force. Battling the aliens over there on the moon. You guys are amazing. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Huge shout outs to all my ranches, all my chat room, all my moderators, and all my subscribers. Subscribe, hit that like button. I see you. You guys are awesome. Is this the best channel you ever seen in your life? Most likely. Tune into the stream on a daily basis. Don't be a hater. Be part of the stream. You guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Reaper officially signing out. I'll see you soon. Reaper signing out. Holiday season, is it here? It's here. And you know what time it is. I see you. Reaper signing out. I see you, Farm Kitty.